Oh, also, um, I ran Sworn on the Sticks for the first time. I don't know if I've told you guys about that yet or not.
How'd it
I
go?
heard because we were
Mm-mm.
talking about it on Wednesday, but
Yeah,
guys, it
it went
sounds very good. If you have
it
time,
went
join.
extremely well. Everybody loved it. Everybody was amazed at how the first episode went. Um, as an example, I think like I took the first 20 minutes just for the intro all to myself, and nobody was upset. They were actually like, "That was fucking awesome!" So I was like, "Yeah, that's always a good thing." And thank you to Allie for doing some voice acting for it.
Ali, you did voice acting?
No.
Wait,
No, I didn't.
wait a second.
No, I did not.
What,
Oh, I got mixed up. It wasn't
What?
Allie.
you confused?
Sorry, it was Rachel from a different game.
Well, shout out to you, Rachel.
You guys have surprisingly very similar voices. And because I don't have a face to the name, I only have a voice. Sometimes I can get people mixed up. And a bunch of people do voice acting for it. We had a whole intro where it was like a TMZ TV show. It was hilarious.
Oh,
Well,
sorry,
it
what's
sounds great.
TMZ?
Congratulations.
What's TMZ?
TMZ?
Yeah.
It's like a tabloid TV show where they'll follow around celebrities on the red carpet and ask them scandalous questions.
Oh, interesting.
They're largely hated by celebrities because they're like
AKA
trash
by the
celebrity
gods.
news. Hmm.
We stand for our celebrity news, though. I like them when they are just stupid fun. They don't invade on people's privacy.
Legit. Oh, why did I do that? The title. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Friday morning for Magic Mysterium. Still kind of technically on session 29, sort of session 30, I guess. You know what? It should be session 30, honestly. We were going to start with potions, but I feel like it would be a disservice not to have our potioneer in potions class. So we might retcon that a little bit and return back to it soon, which really does mean that we are absolutely in session 30. So I'm just going to quickly session 30, save changes, session 30. There, that's all fixed. Last episode, we got to start out with the new regime. We had Defense Against the Dark Arts class. We learned about Confringo as well as the Protego Maxima and how it's different than Protego is. We had arithmancy and charms, where we learned about capacious extremis, even though nobody tried to cast it. We had transfiguration class, our very first one, with Mr. Magnus Gideon, who I think most people might agree is, at least in class time, worse than Dildero. So much worse. We had a trans history of magic class where we learned about giant wars way back when. And we passed by the Care of Magical Creatures class because no one's actually in it. Where Leon people were looking after an odd animal called a banshee tadpole. After many of these classes, new ordinances go into effect. And other things that happen too. Alice, you began meeting with Magnus, seeing if you might be able to change some of these things. Began training with him. We had Edgar, who has started therapy. He's feeling a lot lighter. And then we have Anne, who is disregarding him and is meeting with Esrith. And I believe Anne found out about a few things. You found out about the necropolis. Mr. Azreth believes that there may be a way to reach a old sealed portion of the school via the necropolis. You found that it was quite dangerous, especially to the kinds of people who tarry into magic that you've been tarrying into. There is a new day that opens up. At the start of the morning, you can hear waking you up again. Oh, that bell is starting to grate on you. All students, please report for breakfast at the start of the morning. Sit within your proper house. Thank you. Levi awakens next to you, Edgar. Great. Yeah. Better that they separate us, right? Divide and conquer.
I guess so. I mean, I was always sitting at our table either ways.
Sometimes I like to sit with Wilfred.
Right. Well, all I will say is that I'm just not used to it. Also, what if I wanted to skip breakfast? What if I wanted to practice some magic
Well,
or
that's not
study?
practice magic. That's not
Wow.
allowed. Levi
I
says, getting
know.
up and putting on his robes and stuff.
I know. Do you think Janice is going to be able to convince them? You know,
Who
with the prefect?
cares? You know, after the year, Wilfred said that his dad's going to be gone. And for once, I believe him. I mean, it's not like Magnus is actually in control. That's still the headmistress at the end of the day.
Is it? It surely doesn't feel like it. I feel like she's allowing them to step all up on her, but whatever, who am I to judge?
He kind of looks down. His eyes dart around in the ether of his mind. Let's just get some eggs and bacon, eh? He gets up.
I hope so. Are you okay? You feel a little off. You're usually much more energetic, Levi.
Just the morning, he says with a big smile to you. You guys move through the the common room and out into the hallway. And as Levi is walking, somebody comes running down the hallway toward him. Wilfred, what are you doing? Wilfred runs straight up to him and kisses him. Uh, that woke me up, Levi says. Not allowed to sit together. So, yeah, I heard. It's embarrassing, Wilfred, he says, looking over toward Edgar.
Edgar is like,
There's nobody watching. Levi comes up and gives him a little kiss on the cheek and a little hug. I'll be sending little letters your way during lunch period, so watch out for that. Okay? Gives him a wink. Okay. And Wilfred heads off.
Levi? Why didn't you tell me?
What?
How long has this been going on for?
We've been kind of seeing each other since start of second semester, fourth year. So it hasn't been that long.
Insane. I can't believe you haven't told your best friend, the only other Slytherin boy. That's insane.
I didn't want to make a big deal of it, you know? What if it didn't go anywhere?
Well, it's clearly going somewhere. I'm very happy for you. Also,
And,
what's with us and Hufflepuff boys?
well, I think that Hufflepuffs are just sort of like, they mesh well with Slytherins. You know,
Do
they can put
they?
up with our more ugly sides.
I don't have any ugly sides, Levi.
Right,
That's
sorry.
insane.
All of the rest of us are ugly, not you. Yeah, you're perfect.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're not
I'm
going to be
has
able
to
to sit
hear
with
about
Ty,
it.
though.
I mean, I never do either ways. I like to keep personal and social life separate.
Yeah, I've been seeing Magnus keeping an eye on you, so you might want to keep that under wraps, too. Maybe I
I
want.
know, it's so weird. But I managed to surprise him during Transfiguration class. I hope it stays that way.
I would rather just stay under the radar, you know? Don't give him any reason to even think that you're interesting in the slightest.
It's not my fault. I just did magic. It's not my fault. I'm good. I'm sorry. It's not like I'm trying to get his attention. I hope he's not here.
Yeah, he's walks pretty quietly for the most part.
I know. It's so weird.
Hmm.
Did you know that Alice is being like trained by him?
What? And he asks
Yeah.
about that, and then as you guys are walking together, you can hear, "Morning, Edgar!" from one of the portraits. There's Azrath
Ugh.
smiling at you. Do you know this portrait? Oh, we go back quite a ways.
Yeah. Why don't you go to the breakfast, to the main hall? I'll meet you to the Great Hall. I'll meet you there, Levi.
Okay. Levi heads off.
What
So
is it
many
now?
friends I don't know about. Who was that? Levi, you said.
What is it you want, Azrath?
Help, what is going on here between us? You all matter a great deal to me. You're one of the only people I've spoken to in damn near 80 years. And now I never see you? Anne was coming by. We have a few wonderful ideas going forward about how to handle your little predicament. I think you'd want to be a part of that.
You know what? I will be helping Anne with whatever poisonous ideas you've put into her head, but that's as far as I'm going. I am not taking any more advice from you. I almost lost myself the last time this happened.
Edgar, thought you should know. I never lie to you. Ever. Nothing I've ever said to you has been deceptive. How else are we supposed to establish trust?
Well, clearly you've failed because I do not trust you, quite frankly. And I never will.
You're still young. Perhaps you'll see things my way soon enough.
Have a nice day, Azrath. He's going to go to the Great Hall.
Ezra doesn't say anything as you leave. You step up into the Great Hall, all of it opening up to you. You can see a bunch of the other Hufflepuffs and Ravenclaws, Gryffindors. Ty notices you. Blows a little kiss your way. And you walk over toward the Slytherin table. You sit down next to Anne.
Good morning, Anne.
Is it? Now we're being restricted from talking with anyone else. This is getting insane, Edgar.
They're not restricting you talking to other people in the school, and Gemma says, seriously, it's not the whole thing. You can still talk to them. It's just we just stay in our own place during breakfast, you know?
Anne pretends Gemma doesn't exist, and continues talking to Edgar. And they took our pets. This is truly, truly getting out of hand. We have to do something.
About
wait.
that,
Did you hear me? She says to Ernisia in the background. Gemma's deeply upset.
about that, I may have had a hand in this.
Had a hand in what?
Them taking away your pets.
What do you mean? Anne says with venom.
I was
Edgar, Levi stops you. Muffliato. The hell are you talking about? Keep it down.
right. He's going to
Look, Levi's your friend. He's like, I can tell whatever the fuck you're talking about. You do not want to just be blabbing about openly. And especially he looks over his shoulder, and not too far away there is an Auror standing by the wall.
right. He's going to Mafia. I forgot we have the stupid horrors. Whatever.
Do you have subtle casting?
I believe I do. Let me double check it. Yes, I do.
Lovely. So you'll use that because casting is not allowed outside of class.
Right, Alex? Right?
Levi just shakes his head like you fucking idiot.
Okay.
He's got your back.
Besties. Well, he's only in Lanshead. Well, I went to Hagrid during his class, and because we had to talk some important business, regarding the egg that I stole.
Edgar, is it the time for this conversation?
Let me finish.
He muffliatoed, so you guys can talk privately.
Yeah.
It's only if somebody has observant feet that they can read your lips.
That was kind of what I was thinking. I bet
but he has his hand.
You could speak like this. Actually, you could completely cover your mouth and you could still hear each other.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So he stopped his class for a few minutes and he was talking with me in his hat. And that's when Magnus happened to not to join the class for observation. or whatever. And then he gave him a very big lecture about abandoning kids and how he's not proficient enough to teach our students how to take care of magical creatures, and that's why he then made the announcement.
Wonderful. Great.
I am so sorry about your Nizzle. I am.
He doesn't like anything but me, Edgar, and barely me. Now he has to sleep in a stable. He's used to sleeping in a bed. He doesn't have his buttons. It's awful. Awful.
He has his specific bed with buttons.
My bed. He sleeps with me at the foot of my bed, and now he's going to sleep in a stable with other things. It's basically
come on. It would be good for socializing.
He doesn't like to socialize.
Yeah, he's just like you in that aspect.
Fuck off.
That was a great line. I'm not quite sure about that. You can hear from behind. Nolan walks up to your table wearing green robes. Sits down.
Good morning.
Oh, he couldn't hear that. That's fine. He was still
couldn't?
walking over. He couldn't hear that, but so I'll change what he said. But he was still walking over, ironically. So he comes over. May I be a part of this conversation? Or he sits down.
He's going to end the Maffiata, obviously. Right. Oh my gosh, such a wonderful breakfast. And he's going to dig in and give them space.
Breaking the rules, I see.
No, not at all, he says, kind of like turning his head away from one of the oars. I always sit here.
Absolutely.
And he whispers to you, not like the oars would know any better.
It's true. Mr. Gideon might, but as long as we don't bring attention to ourselves, he probably won't notice.
Unlike Edgar, I'm not on Mr. Gideon's radar, so.
That's true.
Stop reminding me. He's everywhere. Everywhere I go, he's there.
You're just very memorable, Edgar.
Is it the hair?
I think so.
I wanted to deliver something.
Ooh, presents.
You left your bag in History of Magic class, he says. I wanted you to have it. He hands it off toward you. This is not your bag. You've never seen this bag before in your life.
Okay. She'll take it. Thank you. You know, I'm so forgetful these days. And look in it. Does it have something in it? Is it?
You hear your Nizzle from inside. It's a capacious extremist bag. He learned it in class. And it has your cat inside.
Oh. Anne is very, very happy and closes it very quickly.
I conjured up some little toys and one of those scratching posts that you can climb up on. So just don't jostle it too much.
Thank you. That's amazing. You'll have to tell me how you did it. I'm sure it's an interesting story.
Well, I'll go to the bathroom and totally not become a Hufflepuff in 5 minutes. He gets up and heads out of the Great Hall. In 5 minutes, he'll come back as a Hufflepuff.
Can you put that bag away? You know I'm allergic to your Nizzle.
This is what you get. This is what you get for getting him kidnapped in the first place.
I did not.
A little pause coming out like, hey.
And pushes
Mom.
him back.
Put your hand in and you're like, it's like rubbing itself back and forth like cats do on your hand.
Oh. Anne will go pick up the bag. Well, she can't maybe keep, Gemma. And then she'll say, I done with breakfast, I'm gonna go put my new bag away, and she'll head off to, I guess, the room of doom and try and keep Heist there for the time being.
Absolutely. You can release her out into the room. You're able to take out the scratching pokes and things that no one conjured for you. Things not gonna be staying here 24/7, right? You can hear just like a voice echo from around.
Just until Magnus Gideon leaves with his oars. So once we get rid of the death root, you will
Is your
stop being a
attempt at
roommate.
trying to get me involved in your little political dispute?
Our little political dispute is very important. One would
It's
say key.
working. And do not piss on any of my carpets.
He's very well behaved. She'll glare at her at Heist, like, behave.
Sure, totally behaved.
Mm-hmm.
Last time we saw that cat, it's called Heist for a reason.
True.
Hmm. That's gonna be funny. Azrath trying to keep a cat away from all of his artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the cat's like about to piss on the carpet, and he like grabs the carpet and pulls it out from under it. You know.
Hey, they're very similar in a lot of ways. I think if Azrath keeps an open mind, they'll be friends.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Alice.
Am I here or am I with Magnus? Because Magnus is at 6.
No, you're. I like to think that you're outside the Great Hall right now.
Okay.
You've been sort of allowed not to go to breakfast right on time because of your training sessions with Magnus. You need to have a shower and stuff, so
Mhm.
you're exempt.
Cool.
Coming down out of the common room is odd. You're the only one here. It's quiet and empty. You kind of throw a towel over your shoulder and start getting dressed. And your mind pushes back to something that happened over the break. Still not quite sure how to feel about it. We find Alice in Diagon Alley. It's before the start of the year. You and Darcy are out together. Darcy asked you out for ice cream. What flavor did you get?
I think I just got chocolate frog because I'm like, I need something cold and stable for whatever this conversation's gonna be.
Darcy sits on the other side. It's a bit of an awkwardness. Is it hopping too much? I always feel like it's gonna take the top off with it whenever I get chocolate frog. With the legs sticking out of the ice cream.
Just pull her spoon up and just basically cave the head in. It's fine.
Thanks for meeting with me.
Yeah, I mean,
I appreciate it.
are
Are you feeling they finally let you out of the hospital?
Yeah, just a little sore, but I'm better than I was.
I'm glad. Darcy puts a hand forward, touches your wrist with a little grip.
Um,
Yeah, let's go.
Sorry, it's just awkward when I know I made a mistake and I'm trying to figure out how we go forward.
Alice, I care about you a lot. I can't deny that it hurt. I have a lot to figure out, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
And I
I
want
do too.
you to know that weirdly, I'm not mad at you. I guess I'm just sad. I think I just need some time to discover for myself, like, what I need and what's best for me.
Yeah. Okay.
What you did for all of us, it's not ignored. I hope you don't feel unappreciated. It's just not.
No, it's.
You get it?
I get it.
I've always loved you, Alice.
Sorry, you roboted there. I didn't hear what you
I've
said.
o- okay. He said, "I've always loved you, Alice." I I just think I need time alone to figure things out.
All right. All right. Um, I should probably figure some things out too. I think.
Yeah. Hope we don't have to. Man, how do I put this? I don't even know. I want to be your friend, but I don't think that that's really ever going to be the case.
Yeah. Maybe
I
we just give each other a bit of a berth for now, and then when we're ready,
Yeah.
we can have another conversation.
Let me cut back to Alice here alone in the common room. Thinking about that. The niceness on the train. Darcy being around here and there. But then also Darcy being gone. His absence is felt. And you start wondering, like, well, you've made someone a part of your life, and then suddenly they're gone, especially at this age. You question who you are without them. You know that you had that answer one time, but they became a part of you. And now it's like a part of you is lost. But not gone. Maybe you can still find it.
I think Alice will just pick up the towel on her shoulder and just pull it over her head for a moment so she can just not see anything.
Classes going down. You walk down the stairs. I think this would be you would have already like grabbed breakfast. You would have kind of gotten there at the tail end.
Mhm.
You didn't see Darcy though. Seemingly, he had left early. You're walking through the hallway to your next class. We have art class coming up. Professor Bruce.
The therapist.
Yep. And you're walking along the hallways of the quad when Edgar finds you.
Good morning, Alice. How are you today?
I think Alice is particularly brooding today.
You can see it like a dark cloud that's
Exactly.
over.
Oh, that good. Nice.
You just feel like Alice just turns toward, like giving like
just
the,
like slow turn.
yeah. that
Darcy wasn't there.
stare.
What is it? Did Magnus exhaust you today?
No, Darcy wasn't there at breakfast.
Oh. Maybe they were not feeling well. Maybe he wasn't feeling well. His stomach may be hurt.
I didn't see him in the common room.
Maybe he went out for a run. You know, physical exercise is important for Quidditch players.
Yeah, I do it every day. I know.
Yeah. So that's what it is. I wouldn't worry. Everything is perfect.
Do you know something, Edgar?
Me?
We're-
No.
We're gonna cut back to what Edgar knows. We're gonna have a little flashback. Edgar.
I love that.
This was a week ago. Maybe a little bit less, like 6 days ago. You're walking through the northern courtyard, and people are buzzing around, going from class to class, and you could notice a bit of a chuckle, one that you are very familiar with. Turn over, you see the red robes. Darcy Collins sitting on a bench, currently in a very engaged conversation with another person. They're sitting on a bench and then standing up and kind of holding their books to their chest. A boy is talking down toward them. He's got blonde hair, kind of bit in his face. Actually, no, he not in his face. They're like it's like pulled back and like combed nicely. Bit scraggly though. Looks a little bit younger, wearing Slytherin robes. Not Levi. I'll get his art.
I know him. Is it Nolan's brother? It's Nolan's brother, isn't it?
It's not my favorite. Actually, the art I do have of him older is not my favorite. I don't like it. I don't think it really shows him. But this is I like his young art, but he's older now. This is his young art.
Yeah.
His older art is this, and I just think he looks a little too dead. But this is sort of him. He's got a big smile on his face. The two of them are joking back and forth, having a good time. You get this vibe. You can see Darcy is a little bit detached from the conversation, but seemingly enjoys his company. He comes and sits down next to Darcy on the bench, pulls out a book or two and hands one over to Darcy, and Darcy takes it. And they start talking about that too.
I
Now
can
we cut
imagine
back.
Edgar. If there's the tree, he's like,
Yeah, perfect Slytherins. That is Zachary. Nolan's little brother.
Okay. And that's the end of the flashback?
That's the end of the flashback.
Okay. I don't know anything. It's very hot today.
You're a
Isn't it?
terrible liar.
Okay, fine. Okay. Promise you will not get worse.
Get
Even
worse.
worse. What do you mean worse?
I think Darcy and Zachary have a thing.
Great. Okay. Sort of what we wanted from our break. That's fine.
It's not fine.
Alice,
Obviously, it's not.
you're not alone. You've seen it.
Yeah.
You've seen the two of them walking together to classes, parting, spending a lot more time together. You've noticed over the past few weeks.
Darcy wants to go out with Zach, and we are not telling Anne because that is entirely too awkward. I'm not having my friend date her boyfriend's brother in a way that she knows.
I mean,
This isn't because I don't trust her. It's just awkward, and I don't want to get into the family
I don't want
drama
to
of
talk
all
about
that.
but why? I thought you were sorting things out. What happened?
But this is sorting things out.
Fine, you do you. So, does that mean you and Anastasia are
Casually, sure, yeah.
okay? Have
It's-
fun.
Thanks.
All I will say is that they did try to kill us.
Try to kill you.
She knocked me out dead cold in the middle of the forest.
She could have killed you. She didn't.
Yeah, the last thing I needed her was to cast Avada Kedavra or something.
No, obviously not. No one's doing the goddamn killing curse.
That's what I'm saying. This is as good as that, to be honest with you.
No, it's not.
You know what? I'm not going to argue about this. You can do whatever you like. I was about to say an adult, but that's not true. You are a very responsible...
Actually, I'm pretty sure you guys are at this age.
are?
We're close.
Wait, no, you're close. It's next semester.
It's next
Okay.
semester.
You're practically an adult. So you can do whatever you want. If you think Anastasia is good for you, go for it. Who am I?
She's fun. I don't
She
think
is?
I'm not thinking of anything serious with her right now.
Good. I mean, not that if it would be bad if you were, you know. Whatever you feel like.
See, this is sort of why I had a thing against Slytherins.
Okay, you know what? Slytherins
There's not a
are
lot of
mean.
house pride going on here.
Okay. It's not our fault. We are the most attractive and the most interesting individuals to be around.
Damn straight. Taylor says, walking past the two of you.
Thank you, Taylor.
You're welcome.
She's right. I am right. You know it. That's why no one can keep away from us.
Including
Darcy.
you, Alice.
You, Darcy, Wilfred. Apparently, he's going out with Levi. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Alice,
Well,
you
now
thought
you
you was
do.
going out with Rin.
I thought he was with Rin.
No, I saw them making out, like, not making out, but I saw them kiss in the hallway this morning while going to breakfast.
I swear I saw him kiss Rin too once. Maybe he's
Maybe
a serial dater? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he's a playboy. I have to warn Levi.
That doesn't. I don't think that tracks for him.
You have to warn Levi. I like that.
Maybe they broke up, with Rin, and now he's with Levi.
Sure.
Art class awaits.
Go to class.
In art class, Professor Bruce sits beside an odd sight. In front of her, you all sit side by side, and every day I'm yawning now. I guess well, I know why. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night.
R.I.P.
Right. You'll sit side by side and watch as a moving and shifting illusion of formless glass hovers in the center of the room. Beautiful, isn't it? She says. I sanded the edges. It may look sharp, but it's actually quite delicate. You can see the glass reflect light back in a spectrum of prismatic color, constantly changing. Turns around. Art is a form of expression, a voiceless communication of the artist's inner soul, a declaration to the world of who we are. Through imbuement, we're able to create complex works of art, works of the heart, like this one. Now, I want you each to find a quiet place where you can be alone with your thoughts for the next hour. And using simple spells, I want you to create something that tells everyone else who you are. Not what you appear to be, but truly an outward expression of an inner truth. Art is what makes us human. It is our expression outwardly. Like she kind of trails off as Edgar, you're saying next to Levi. Levi and Anne out here.
Levi,
Yeah,
I have to tell you something very important.
okay, he says, without even kind of looking over toward you, mostly trying to pay attention.
Wilfred is also seeing Rin.
Yeah, I know.
What do you mean you know?
She talked to me about it.
And you're okay with it?
It's a little weird, sure, but I still get Wilfred all the time. So, I get what I want. She gets what she wants, and me and Ren have been friends for like ever. So I know that we can handle it. I don't know.
Right.
I might be a little bit more jealous if it was with a boy, but he shrugs. He's with Ren, and at least how it is right now, I'm happy with that. And if it ever changes, we'll just cross that bridge when we get to it.
Right. Okay.
Wait,
And what are you working?
you think he was cheating on me?
Yeah.
Oh. He starts laughing in the middle of class. Mr. Levi, are you okay? I'm fine, Professor. I'm sorry. Oh, Edgar, you're cute, he says, and puts a hand out and gives a little pat on your cheek.
Stop it. Not my fault. I'm not trying to warn you ever again.
No, your concern was really nice. I'm not quite sure that Wilfred's really capable of that, though.
Why not?
He's great at heists and doing crazy stuff. But how many times have you seen him caught? All the time. If he was cheating on me, I'd catch him in a heartbeat.
Fair point.
And then I'd rip his nards out his throat.
Nice.
So that's conversation. Yeah. That's happening. Anne,
Mhm.
Nearby, someone's trying to get your attention back. Anne. Anne. I know you can hear me. Gemma.
Anne is staring so hard at whatever she's working on and just pretends Gemma does not exist.
Wow.
She like moves, so she's behind you. Directly behind you. I feel like things are getting weird. I wanted to try to fix us after last year. I just tell me what I can do to make things up to you. I don't want things to be weird anymore. Things were so good, and then the stupid competition got in the way of that.
Anne is gonna like turn around. We have never been friends. This is weird. I was nice to you because I felt kind of bad for you about the whole ball thing, and you had like turned down your level of bitchiness, but we were never friends. This is weird. There's nothing to fix. There's no relationship at all. I never liked you. Ever. You're a terrible person.
And the camera pulls out, and all the class is looking over toward you.
Atlas looks over like, what the fuck is happening
Professor
here?
Bruce is like,
I was thinking the same.
Miss Harley, maybe you should take a minute out in the hallway. Yeah?
Yeah. Sorry, Professor.
Professor, may I be excused? Gemma says. Of course, Miss Triton. And Gemma goes the opposite direction in the hallway.
You broke her.
That was a little intense.
Okay, am I wrong? Was anything I said wrong?
She's not a terrible person now. She's better.
She's trying to be at least, and you are not helping her.
It's not my fucking job to help her.
Fair
Right.
enough.
You dealt with her more.
Don't bite.
Oh, you're my fucking hero.
Thanks, Will.
Why do these rich fucking white people see every socio-political conflict through the own myopic lens of their own self-actualization? Right? Welcome, Will. Hi. Hi, Mike. Hope you're doing well.
Oh, doing pretty good.
Good to hear. Welcome to the game. We've just been doing some role play for the first little bit. We obviously last time started off with potions, and I didn't want to do it without you here. So we've been talking stuff, and we have art class right now. I'll redo Bruce's little thing because you'd like be in class. There've been little talks, some things that were found out. Alice and Darcy are on a break, kind of or rather have broken up, but are just, there's this weird nebulousness about it. Darcy seemingly has been getting very close to Nolan's little brother Zachary, so that's a thing. I say little brother, they're only a year apart, and it was revealed that Wilfred and Levi are dating, and it was also revealed that Wilfred and Rin are dating, and Edgar just now talked to Levi being like, I'm worried, and Levi laughed in his face. It's all copacetic. And then just now you walked in on Gemma trying to smooth things over with Anne, and Anne completely disrupting the class.
Oh, I stand by what I said.
Oh yeah. And yeah, so I'll redo Bruce's little thing because she was like, art is a form of expression, a voiceless communication of the artist's inner soul, a declaration to the world of who we are. Through imbuement, we're able to create complex works of the heart, like this one. I want you all to find a quiet place where you can be alone with your thoughts. Using simple spells, I want you to create something that tells everyone else who you are. Not what you appear to be, but truly an outward expression of an inner truth. And so that's kind of where we are. So then we'll fade a little bit to the next area where everybody's out working on their own little designs and whatnot. And Will, do you want to work on that design or do you want to go talk to somebody?
I'm not sharing my inner self. I'm going to talk to someone else.
Drusilla is working on something. It's like she's working on blowing glass using Incendio and Wingardium Leviosa and creating this sort of large orb on one side. She's focused a lot. Hello, Will, she says from the back. She's working.
Oh, can we pretend that she doesn't notice me coming up?
We're gonna see. She rolled pretty high. You want to make a stealth check?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm invisible. No, I'm not. I didn't say I was invisible, so I'm not. I got a 9.
Yeah, but you can, if you want to sneak up on her,
I
then
do
you
want to
would
sneak
have
up
gone
on her.
invisible. You would have
Yeah.
done abscondy, so you can add all that.
Then I have Then that's a 19. Plus invisible.
So roll again, take the higher result.
Okay. That's a 31.
She does not beat that. She got 26. She's working hard, quietly to herself.
Gonna step up behind her, get really close to her ear, and I'm gonna say, "Blowing hard or hardly blowing?"
She like first gets scared for a second. The glass ball like almost falls. Will, motherfucker, she says. And you can hear Bruce be like, language from the back. One of these days I'm gonna sink my teeth into your neck.
What? I didn't know you had kids.
I'm working on my assignment like you should be too.
Oh, I am working on my assignment.
Is there anything in your hands? Lumos, she says, and starts to trap this like dark cloud inside of it.
Oh. Oh, well, I guess if you do want this darkened advanced aging potion,
What? She looks over.
he's gonna waggle his eyebrows.
It's not funny.
Oh, I'm not joking. For once.
You actually made it? Without me, I said I would help. What if you messed something up?
Yeah, his mouth just kind of gapes open at her. Mess something up.
You're not without flaw, Will.
I mean, that's fair.
I really wish you'd
But
have told me about this.
Oh, I also had I was originally just gonna work on the flight potion, but and he leans like closer so that he's like intimately close to her ear.
Mhm.
Not that he wasn't already. And he's going to say, Slughorn's doing the Tri-Slug games again this year.
After the craziness that was last year for the 5th years, I thought someone got hurt.
Yeah, well, apparently you can't keep a Slughorn down. But, I figured the potion would also help him put a little pep in his step.
Oh,
As a side
She,
effect,
like,
a side
takes
effect of
breath.
success.
and she puts down a glass orb for a second. She puts her hands on her desk. It's very sweet of you. Just could I look over how you did it? If I'm gonna be taking it myself, I don't want to see any side effects. It has
Well,
to be
of course.
perfect.
Of course, at first I was like, how do you balance, Eckert's constant with the emulsification effect of gillyweed? And then it just came to me. A few drops of unicorn.
Piss.
You don't have to say it out loud.
Unicorn piss. I don't even want to know how you got that. She says.
Well,
It wouldn't be
still have
piss. Unicorn horn.
Yeah, sliver of unicorn
Round
horn.
unicorn horn.
It was like a few drops of unicorn, and then I'm like, nope, it can't be blood.
Nope.
No, like, and horn doesn't usually come in liquid form, but yes, a few unicorn horn shavings. It's a good
And
thing.
how did you
Slughorn's
pick
private.
your unicorn horn shavings? I thought those were a controlled substance.
Well, yeah, controlled in Slughorn's private stores where I have a key. Hence,
Not like she doesn't go in there all the time.
Hence why the potion discoveries rely on Slughorn staying at school and not, breaking his back or some bullshit.
That's out of character.
Oh no, I guess he does actually. No, is that I don't. That's not how he normally gets injured. But in character,
That
I'm
is
afraid
how
for
he
his
normally
health.
gets into.
Oh, it is. Oops. Well, yeah. So Slughorn doesn't, doesn't kill himself trying to compete.
Yeah, you saw the things he had to do, and one of them was carry a very heavy cauldron. You're a little worried about him.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean that to
He
be.
also put the things up really up high, so he's an old man. So we tested on Slughorn first. Then he's your guinea pig.
Well, obviously we can test it on whoever, but it makes more,
I don't want to take it, not until I know that it works. I don't want to be disappointed again.
All right, where's Gemma?
Do it on Slughorn or something. Somebody that needs it. If it's permanent, let's not fight with Gemma. She doesn't deserve that.
Well, if anyone needs to be more of an adult around here, it's her. But fine, that's fair.
When I say she doesn't deserve it, I mean she doesn't deserve our ire. She doesn't even
Oh.
deserve our attention.
Oh, look how grown up you are. It's one of the things I love about you. You kiss her on the cheek.
I think she just like stares at you like I fucking hate you. You give her a kiss. If you'll excuse me, I have a project to complete. And you do too.
Oh, I'm not even taking this class for real.
Yeah, it's just a free period or something. You're just here. I think she'd find that a little cute. Well then. Sit.
He sits on her lap.
And she will continue to make for stuff. All right, everybody. You get to create your own imbuement for the first time. So you guys are able to create a artistic expression where you can creatively use spells that you know to form an art piece. The more spells you do, the harder the DC becomes. But we use two different things. We'll use a spellcasting ability check for your ability to maintain the magic, and a performance for its beauty.
Okay. Do impediments do anything in character, or is it just like a flavor thing?
This is more showcasing a different form of enchanting.
Okay. Okay.
There's some people who've gotten really good at it, like Brett. He's making
Perfect.
something fucking cool.
So you said we roll spell attack?
No. You guys first have to determine creatively what you're making.
Oh, okay. Okay. Mm.
I think I know what I'm gonna make.
Ooh, Alice.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do this like it's going to be the sculpture of a head that is going to like pop out and see another face underneath. So the first one is pristine, like alabaster, and then the inside is like a darker color.
Is it like split down the middle or something? Like it's like opening up or something?
Yeah, it's cracks in the alabaster that pop out, so it floats around the head.
Cool. So we got
So you have
like
the pristine
Wingardium
emotion on the
Leviosa.
right.
Defodio, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Continue. It's like dark on the inside. Any other
Yeah.
details?
That has a more like twisted emotion, not necessarily like anger or vitriol, just like they're in turmoil, I think is the best way to put that. So tight brow, sad eyes, kind of like not sure what to make of things kind of thing.
I think Professor Bruce walks by while you're working. I like it. I'd dig a little deeper, though. People are complex. I want to see what's underneath. That is, if you're up to the challenge. And without looking for an answer, she walks away.
Sure.
Another layer, a third one, maybe more well hidden.
Yes, I think we'll do a third layer of fear. Like calm, worried, afraid.
Oh, here's an idea. So, like, it's a statue, and then when you get close to it, it like starts to break apart, and the stones fly away, and there's another bust underneath, right?
Mhm.
Different expression. And the third one only shows up if you like caress it.
Mhm.
Get a little bit of love.
Mhm.
I love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Maybe that last one's made out of crystal. You can
Yeah.
Veraverto some crystal.
Yeah.
All right, make me a spellcasting ability check. This surprisingly is pretty simple. It's like all like cantrips. So
14 for that.
and
And then
performance for its beauty.
it's a natural one for 6.
Cool.
I have inspiration, so I'll use that. I want this to come out well.
Hey, why every time do I see
8.
your click is gone?
Well,
on your
I
star.
thought. Never
I
mind.
told you.
I'll
You
click,
click
and
it
then
once,
you.
you never click it again. I click it.
Okay.
So now I'll
Okay.
click it. There we go.
Okay.
You got 21?
I got an 8.
You got an 8. All right. Like your idea, really, really cool. You don't have like the best experience with working with
No.
clay and whatnot.
No.
And so the expression itself is very, very rough. Have you ever seen someone work on like a face and how it like starts to form out of clay and things
Mhm.
like that? Think about it like that, but the features are very angular. Some of them are kind of rough in ways. It makes it unique, honestly. But Alice, you were intending for these like perfect features.
Mhm.
Damn it.
It's just like texture.
Still, the message is given. Darcy is in this class. I like it.
Oh.
You can hear from your right.
I'll look back. I'm not exactly proud of it. It didn't come out like I wanted it to.
I don't think that matters. It's honest. Darcy goes back to his area.
I think Alice is gonna turn back and just put her head on the desk after she's done. That's honest is such a, like a kill line. Exactly, like that's honest is such a killed line for her. She's just like, I can't respond. I have to go now.
I have to go. I have things. I have places to be. Okay. Anne, Edgar?
I think for Edgar, he's going to try to create this, like maybe 2 hands, and from the hands there's a flower coming in, so he's going to be casting
Ooh. Orchideas?
Orchideas, yeah. And then he's going to surround that with fire, so Incendio.
Ooh, a flower on fire? Perpetually on fire? That's cool. Ooh. Okay, yeah, so we've got the
Yeah.
Incendio, it's a first level spell. And then we've got, your own carving there. We got
Orchideas.
Orchideus, which is a cantrip. Cool. Yeah, making it a spellcasting ability check.
Okay, which is my charisma. Okay. Spell casting ability check. So roll 1d20 plus 5. 13.
All right. You can see the fire starts big, starts to, like, burn the sides of the flower. You're like, oh no 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 no! You have to end up making the fire a little bit smaller than you want. But there's still sort of like it ends up when fire burns low, it kind of becomes like a blue, just maybe a little bit too on the nose, but that's how it goes, and it licks up along the sides of the fingers. Make a performance check.
Okay. Natural 20.
Damn.
Okay, Edgar.
I like it, Professor Bruce says. There's this self-destructive nature about it all. I can see desire here, what you want to hold within you, and the struggle to do so without destroying it completely. Enraptured. Edgar, you've come a long way.
Thank you,
5
Professor.
points to Slytherin. All right. Just got that. Anne.
Yeah. Anne will just try and make a a simple like ring that looks like a snake. I think that's the easiest thing to do.
Like an
Uh,
Ouroboros? It's a
uh,
snake biting its own tail.
yeah, perfect.
Sure.
That's what she'll try to do. She'll try to use maybe Vera Verto and
Set to form thing? Sure.
yeah, she'll try and
Go
do
ahead
that.
and make me a spellcasting ability check.
Okay. 19.
Lovely. Make a performance check.
Uh-oh. Shoot. Okay. 5? Oh, yeah, 5.
So it's a rough look. I think like Nolan comes over. What are you working on?
A ring,
May I
kind
see?
of.
He puts his hand
Uh-huh.
out.
Yes. She'll
He
hand
feels
it.
it. It's like a worm. It's moving in my hand.
It's not a worm, it's a snake. It's not a
Oh,
worm.
yeah,
It's
no, I can see it. Definitely. He says feeling it.
whatever.
It's maybe it's a lot of scales you'd have to make and like that's a lot of work, tedious work.
Hmm. Well, art's not really my thing, and it's stupid. Art is stupid, and she'll like snatch it back.
It's fine. I'm kind of avoiding it too.
Hmm?
Avoiding the project.
Oh.
Maybe I'll do it next week or something.
You don't want to bare your soul in art form?
You know, surprisingly, no, for the most part.
Hmm. Well, I, I,
It's like
I can tell
a
you from,
Ouroboros, he says.
yeah, it's supposed to be.
I can guess why, but I just have to know that you're not just fucking with me and just making anything that is honest.
I am always honest, Nolan.
Do you know Norse mythology?
Not as well as you, I'm sure.
Jormungandr, the world serpent, said that giant of old, he completely surrounded the world on all sides, eating his own tail, holding in everything. You see, giants were actually intelligent beings, shapeshifters capable of changing who they were to suit. Size didn't matter. That world, the world that it was holding together, was made out of its grandfather, the one that Odin made, killing his father and harvesting his remains, making a whole new place. That part doesn't really matter as much, but Jormungandr cared for a world that hated him. He had to hold it all together, like Atlas, and was thankless in his job. Do you feel like you're just trying to hold it all together?
Always. Got a lot on my plate, so I suppose it's appropriate.
Yeah, I heard. He says, your little spat with Gemma. Everything okay?
Oh, yes, everything's fine. She has it in her head that we were friends at some point, and that was never true. So she's trying to make up with me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Odd.
It is
Why do you think
actually.
she'd think that?
I have no idea. I was kind of nice to her. Um, she's having a rough year, fourth year, and felt weird about the ball. So I was nice to her. But that's the only thing I can think of.
He stays quiet for a long time. Just sort of standing there. Don't let her bully you. Okay?
Of course not.
Yeah, not like you would anyway.
Hmm.
Still don't know what I would make for mine. If I was choosing to be honest.
Oh, I don't know. You knew all about the Ouroboros. Sounds like you really connected with it. Maybe you should make a matching ring. You could try, you could, show off. I bet you can make one better than I did.
You want me to make a matching ring with you?
Okay, now that when you
That's a
say
little
it back,
forward. I'm just
yeah.
saying. I mean, I'm not even 17 yet.
Well, this is a fashion statement. Giving ideas since you're avoiding the project.
Ouroboros is a good one.
Hmm.
No, if I were to choose something like that, I think I might do Yggdrasil, the world tree.
What does that one mean?
Yeah, don't look too into that, I guess. I don't know. You mind if I stay here while you work on yours?
No, of course not. I'd love company.
Seeing as we can't sit together anymore.
I know. But hopefully I have a way to, well, we have a way to hopefully change that, get Magnus Gideon out of here. When we have time, I'll talk to you about it. It's not a class conversation.
Thought I wasn't allowed in on your little secret life.
No. You are, just, the others. Alice thinks you're weird. So,
We all have our secrets, Anne. It's not right of me to say that I should pry myself into all of yours. You should be allowed to be who you are with me and apart from me.
that's actually, I think that might be the nicest thing you've said to me, and you always say nice things to me. It means a lot.
Dang, I gotta start thinking of mean things to say. Switch
You
things up.
do. Otherwise, it's going to get boring. It's
Yeah,
going to get
yeah.
stale.
The two of them laugh together. Professor Bruce sees that on the side and just kind of marks it for herself. And that's art class. Okay. Next is ghoul studies. Who's signed up for ghoul studies?
Let's see.
Alice.
I probably did.
All right, all right. Anne?
No, she is not in ghoul studies.
Oh, okay. Edgar?
Obviously.
All right. Will?
Obviously not.
All right. So we've got Alice and Edgar. We're in ghoul studies. Ghoul studies classroom is quite small. It's found underneath the charms classroom in the North Courtyard area, the bottom floor of the southwestern building. The room itself is a bit odd. You can see large white chalk circles are written along the right-hand side of the floor, and long lines of desks face a wide wall. Up at the front, Professor Rojas pulls her hair out of her eyes, takes off her glasses she never wears, um, and rests a few papers down at the front. Everyone, hello. Welcome to Ghoul Studies. In this class, we'll be learning about ghosts, poltergeists, and yes, ghouls. A knowledge of the unseen world is important to better foster your understanding of your own truth, your world, and its many facets. Can anyone tell me the difference between a ghost and a poltergeist? All right. Lemon, you can roll magical creatures check with a added d6. Cat, are you throwing your hat in the ring?
Sure.
Your call.
I'll try. 8.
9.
All right. So, she looks around the room. Janice has her hand up. Miss Veritan, you probably know better than all of us. What is that supposed to mean? Just that you're good at studying. Professor Ross says, right. Not trying to think about what
Just, like,
happened at Halloween.
Look back at Janice like, chill, okay?
Chill. A ghost is the embodiment of a being who was once living while poltergeist never lived at all. Yes, yes. 5 points, she says. Boop, boop. Poltergeists are incorporeal manifestations of dreams, while ghosts are manifestations of the soul. But where do souls come from? And why do only some of our dead friends seem to stick around? That's something we're going to be looking into right now. You all should have in your bags Through the Veil, an essential guide to post-mortality. This will go over the topic. Hopefully, with a little research, we'll even have the honor of interacting with some of our undead brethren. You guys, in this instance, will make a history of magic check.
Okay.
Okay.
God damn it. I'm rolling like crap today.
Dirty 20.
Natural 1.
Oh, damn. All right. Edgar, what'd you get?
Dirty 20.
Okay.
I got
So,
a total of 10, if that matters, but it doesn't.
Alice, it's just like, I feel like you more so question all of the efficacy of any of this research.
Mm.
You're like, how do you
I don't know
know?
about this. How do you
I don't
know?
know about this. This seems more like pseudoscience than science. But Edgar, you learned from the textbook at the very least about afterlife, or rather, the immortal nature of the soul. How Arcanum flows through our world, and while the life force of most beings, upon death, flow back into it, some beings, like wizards, who have shown control over magic, can continue to exert their will beyond death, although quite detached from corporality, which is corporality meaning physicality. Most wizards instead choose or are pulled away in time toward the unseen world, so to speak, or rather, the unseen realm, the dark forest. There's things that people have called it over time. a place of light and darkness which mirrors our own. During Halloween is one of the many this is also one of the many worlds that intersect with the material realm, including the Fey realm, the Abyss, the Lucidian Sea, the Astral Plane. The study of these other planes are planar arcanology. Meanwhile, the study of the afterlife, or the unseen realm specifically, is the study of thanatology. Professor Rojas seems to know a fair bit about them, and with your dirty 20, there is something that you learn. Ghosts, when they pass through items, when people enter throughout them, freeze water and cause people to have cold shifts and stuff like that. This is because the unseen realm seemingly is without heat. And so those that pass over it uh, have a are emblematic almost of frost. Do with that what you will. That is ghoul studies. Yeah, we only have a few left. Oh, okay. Let's finish them up. We only have a few classes left. Next is Xylomancy. Who's in Xylomancy?
Anne is.
No.
Only Anne? No one would be in that class with you, by the way. It's kind of fun. It's some time you guys get together. Sounds like no one else is in that class. It is a weird class. Xylomancy is taught in an odd classroom. You guys move down to the quad. Classroom 11 is where you're supposed to go. I think this is it. You ever been in here? No one asks you.
No, never. I didn't even know that the rooms got this low in terms of number.
Click open the door, and you're a little off put. You can hear birds tweeting up above, light coming down. You step onto grass, and trees grow all along the edges of this room. But you can still see a window that looks out into the south courtyard. You hear a kerfuffle of other students who are also in this classroom. Not until the 12th age, mind you. You hear another voice that you've never heard before. You look up and see a centaur standing in the middle of class. He turns toward the two of you. Late, are we? Sorry, Professor? No one asks. You may address me as Professor Firenze. I will be teaching you xylomancy. I thought Professor Trelawney taught this class. She, unfortunately, is not qualified, he says. Gather
Okay.
close. Are we outside? No one asks you.
No, it looks like they enchanted the room to kind of look like outside. The professor is a centaur. Centaur? Bless you.
Since when do we have a centaur, Professor?
I don't know. Since now, I guess.
Since 14 years ago.
Sorry, Professor.
If I may continue with my lesson.
Of course.
And this is a character actually from the books and was a professor and is rarely talked about. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna get an art of him. So he does show up in the movies. Do you recall in the first film when Harry finds like the dead unicorn?
Mm-hmm.
That centaur is Firenze.
Okay.
Now he shows up again technically, but they didn't really focus on it in movies. There's multiple things that happen in the books about him. He also comes to Harry's aid again another time. Forgetting the whatever. Here's the art. This is Professor Firenze. And he talks about constellations often. He was kicked out of his herd. Headmaster Dumbledore hired him. Xylomancy is an elder form of divining, used by both of our forebears. Dowsing allowed ancient wizards and centaurs alike to sense that which cannot be seen. Us centaurs use it to find places of great importance, conjunction points between the great sea of Arcanum that flows through this world. In front of you, you will each find a xylomantic focus. You can see on the ground there are what look to be no more than sticks of different shapes, sizes, and colors. However, the sticks are a little odd. They have they're always forked in either 2 to 3 places.
Okay. Anne will kind of grumble as she moves towards the pile of sticks.
Be respectful, Anne.
I'm being respectful.
Just one of these, Professor. He nods. But Nolan just thinks that he's ignoring him. He picks it up. Using it, concentrate. We shall evoke the sight beyond sight and be guided by its grace. Make a divination plus wisdom check.
Oh no. Okay. Divination plus wisdom. Okay. 1d20 plus 4 plus 2. Oh, 21 plus 2 from Nolan. So that's a 23.
23.
Mm-hmm.
There's an O for you. You gain the spell only using his elementic focus. Locate person.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So point me is locate because you can upcast to be locate object, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is locate person, someone that you are familiar with, have seen before. You can hold on to the stick, focus your divining capabilities, and feel it begin to wane in one direction and pull you toward them. Who do you select?
She'll select Nolan because he's standing right next to her so she can tell if it works or not.
The stick doesn't move.
Fuck. She'll select Edgar. Oh, the stick doesn't move at all?
It doesn't move at all.
Oh. What What the hell?
What? Nolan says.
I feel like I'm doing it right, but the stick's not moving. Maybe you're too close.
Maybe. Pick someone else.
All right. Yeah, she'll think of Edgar, I guess.
Edgar. Edgar, where are you right now?
What class would be next?
Next class is going to be music class, which is in the Oxford building.
He's enjoying a little nap in the dorm.
So you feel like your stick wane downward and pull down toward the dungeons.
Well, that makes sense. Edgar's back in the dorm, looks like.
Weird.
Who'd you pick?
You says.
Did it work? Guessed it.
I don't think you want my answer.
What? It did? Fuck.
Get good.
Damn.
Says.
Oh. Even when I do good in this kind of class, I can never beat you.
He kind of looks sad at that.
Hmm.
You know, not everything is a competition, right?
Sure. Yes. Not everything is a competition. I know that.
Where's Edgar?
He's in the dungeons. Looks like.
It
Hopefully.
sounds like you did just fine.
Oh, just fine. Just fine. I did just fine.
All right. And you have an O in that class.
Woo.
Congrats. Okay. Music class is beginning. It's a class that we would have been having, but we've never role played because who the fuck cares about it, right? But we're doing some of the little classes we never do. Music class is in the Oxford building on the 3rd floor, just past the trophy room. Everyone gathers around in this space. There's so many instruments lying everywhere, some that you recognize, like a piano, some that you don't. Professor Flitwick is teaching this class, and he tells a story about the song you're all going to learn. The first time Loomis Lullaby was played into existence, magic came with it in a new form. Harmonancy is a rare practice of weaving arcanum through sound, oration, and melody. Few wizards possess such skill. But should you be so gifted, the Wizard School of Performing Arts is the place you would be going to hone such talents. I myself have been able to cast using this unique style before, and it is my intention to help you through its steps. Even a single note can ruin the effect, so please pay close attention to the sheet music I have given to all of you. You will pair off into groups of 2, one as the audience and one as the performer. Using your instrument of choice, pour everything within yourself into the music. While I will not be simply marking for success in harmonancy, I will be paying attention to who may be able to affect their partner. Go ahead. Good luck. Partners? Making partners?
I can go with Anne if she's okay with that.
Absolutely not. Yeah, of course.
I think I flew Sally, I think.
Ooh, fun. Great. My sister has the worst singing voice known to man.
She's not that bad.
Yeah, so I was gonna play the violin. Sam says, overhearing her.
Oh, Sam. No.
Go over here where she can't hear us.
Okay.
Will.
Give me a rando.
Rando. Okay,
Dealer's
roll
choice.
a D23.
D23. No. Seven.
Somebody comes up to you, Will. Hey, Will. Do you need a partner? Macy says.
Oh, hey, Stickler. How you doing?
It's Stickle. I'm doing all right. I don't know about all this though. Is harmoncy a real thing? Is Flitwick messing with us?
Oh, I mean, I guess any act of expression has magic included in it, but who knows? They could also be messing with us.
How's the fudge treating you? I hope my recipe worked out.
Oh, totally. It's been great. Next, I want to try, like, I don't know, gumballs or something. I have this flight recipe. It's not quite perfected yet. People kind of bounce off the walls a little, but
I heard you and Slughorn have been doing well. You're like a whole entrepreneur now.
Yeah.
So you like own your own business.
Well, for tax purposes, it's a fundraiser, but yes, essentially.
Could you help me sometime? It's like really complicated and I'm not really the smartest. Well, I've always really wanted to open up my own restaurant and I just don't know what I'll have to do when it comes to all the money.
Oh, don't get yourself in a pickle, Miss Stickle. Opening up a restaurant. Opening a restaurant, exciting. I'm sure you've got the aptitude for it.
Yeah. I have like already whole menus picked out and like ideas for like different seasonal stuff and how I want the restaurant to look but Juniper said it was like a pie in the sky. Not really sure what that means, but I don't think it's a good thing.
Oh, I mean, levitating desserts sounds like an interesting idea of its own.
Do you think it's a good idea?
A restaurant in this economy? Certainly.
Yeah. Can't believe. Oh, Mike knew exactly what I was getting at and then swerved to the right. And Macy's like, oh, good. I guess it just goes to show, don't listen to everything that Juniper says.
Yep. She can be kind of woody sometimes.
What are you going to play? She says. What instrument are you playing?
Oh, I'm gonna play the human voice.
Oh, you're singing.
Yes. That's usually how you play it.
I'm thinking. Oh, kazoo.
Never change, Macy. Never change.
I've been playing the kazoo since I was a little girl.
He just nods along to that.
Make a spellcasting ability check. Oh no, sorry. First, you have to do a performance check.
Is that everyone or just me?
Just you for now.
That's an 11.
11. Okay. So you do not have harmonancy. You have to succeed the performance check to see if you can do the spellcasting part. And I'll see for her. Performance?
My God, it's getting worse. Just so you know, I used lucky and my inspiration, and now it's down to a 5.
She got a 26. I rolled really well. I'll make her spellcasting ability 8. So she's like just playing their kazoo like a fucking rock star, but she doesn't have harmonancy. All right.
I'm just gonna kind
Alice.
of like wince at herself and then wince at myself.
And you guys find a bit of camaraderie in being terrible at this. Macy will want your help more, though. She has a lot of big dreams. And I do wonder why you're not smashing them against the ground.
Why smash what you can manipulate?
All right,
Also,
never mind.
Will, last thing I'm going to say is Will's not a terrible person.
Yeah, but I've always taken him as a realist.
Oh, not when it comes to people's dreams.
Mm.
He's
I
not
like that.
There's no competition. If she was a potioneer, he'd be like, "Yeah, you shouldn't try. You'll just fail. You're definitely not as good as I am." But it's baking, so he's like, or it's like cooking, so he's like, why not? Plus, she makes good shit.
I like to imagine that some way down the line, like you're coaching her on like all the aspects of business, and she's just like, what does ROI stand for again?
Resistance on investiture.
Now, do you not know what ROI stands for?
It's return on investment. Of course, I know what it is.
I thought you would. Okay. It needs something different in the wizarding world. Alice.
Hi.
Sally is looking over the list of instruments. You ever play anything?
Piano when I was a kid. I want to try guitar, maybe.
Guitar? Oh my gosh. Now
I
I'm
know,
imagining you as the surfer bro at the party.
No. I'm not going to play Wonderwall.
You'd be able to attract all the pretty ladies.
Oh, I'm sure.
I heard that you and Darcy are on the outs.
Yeah. We're taking a break.
Sorry to hear that.
I made a mistake and I'm feeling the consequences.
Does that mean you're free?
Mostly? I'm flirting with Anastasia, but...
Oh, damn. All right.
It's not serious.
Maybe we could go on a double date sometime.
Sure.
Me and Marcella have been
Marcella.
seeing each other. Don't tell Billy. I don't know how she'll react.
God, that would be awkward. Apparently, Darcy's with Zach now, and one of my friends is dating Nolan, and that's just a whole thing.
I can only imagine if, like, you were dating Billy. That'd be a little weird.
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
I guess there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, they're all just people.
No, it's not wrong. It's just
Don't want to deal with it.
exactly. You get it.
Oboe. She pulls down an oboe. Let's give it a try. She'll make a performance check. Get ready to snooze. Nope. Just a terribly discordant sound coming from her. You don't think she knows how to play the oboe.
You don't know how to play that.
Yeah, it's easy. Blow in one side, and then you click the little things.
There's
and
like
the
a whole
sound comes out.
embouchure thing.
No, listen. Terrible.
Yeah, it haunts. You're like, ah.
All right. Alice, make a performance check.
Yep. God, I'm rolling so bad. 7.
All right. So I feel like, you've learned a little bit of guitar.
Mhm.
Sam sits down. She's like, I'm ready. Give it to me.
Mhm.
And you're like, it's been a while.
Fuck.
And you start you have to find,
I have to find
the
the chords.
chord with the weird claw hand, and then ding. Oh, what's the next one? Ding ding. It's just kind of very it's not that it's bad, it's that it's like juvenile.
It's just slow.
It's yeah, you're not versed in it enough, not nearly
Right.
enough. So you're able to do like the chords and things that are needed, but not in a flow. And halfway through, you look up, Sally.
I won? I guess?
And then you get up Professor Flitwick to go tell him, and Sally opens up one eye. Goes down to bed. This is just her excuse to not do the rest of the class. Okay, Edgar, you're heading over to Anne?
Absolutely.
Take it away.
Hello, Anne. Looking
Edgar,
for a partner?
always.
Are you teaming up with Nolan again?
No, I wouldn't want to team up with him too much.
No, I
forbid.
annoyed her last period, Nolan says, walking past.
Well, it is all mine for this class. Anyways, I haven't played the cello in so long. I only did it as a child. So hopefully I remember how to do this properly. What are you playing?
Recorder. She's gonna kind of wave it.
Hot cross buns, hot cross buns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, interesting.
Prepare to be amazed, Edgar.
Okay, I am ready. Go first.
Oh, absolutely. So fucking good at performance.
Blow me away.
Uh-huh. 10.
You do not meet the DC.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a little like hot cross buns. You're able to play it, certainly. Just I like this idea. You don't end up playing Loomis's Lullaby. You play hot cross buns.
Yeah,
And-
that seems correct.
And it's because you can't read sheet music.
Wow, I didn't know you can play the recorder.
Oh yeah. Really, that's the beauty of the recorder is literally anyone can play it with no musical talent whatsoever. It will
Come
make a
on.
sound. Mm-hmm.
You are underselling yourself. I found it wonderful. What was it again? Hot little buns?
That's exactly right. That's exactly what it was. Your turn, Mr. Performance.
Allow me. Because it's huge like dark cello. That's almost bigger than him.
All right, performance, Edgar.
Okay,
Can you
let's
be the one?
go. 19, baby.
Oh,
That
yeah.
meets it. Make a spellcasting ability check.
Okay.
Like Professor Flitwick said, the skill is very rare.
Okay, let's see.
Believe in you, Edgar.
1d20 plus 5. 12!
And Edgar plays the cello. Now, the cello, that's like a sort of like an upright bass, but you use like a violin sort of chord to do it, right? And Edgar's really good at playing it. He plays the piece perfectly. Each note, it's beautiful. You never knew that Edgar had this kind of skill before, nor where he learned it. You certainly don't, recorder. But you don't feel sleepy. There's no music, there's no magic that comes out of it past the normal magic of Edgar's playing. And when his song finally comes to an end, Edgar, you open your eyes, look out, and Anne is standing there with a little smile on her face. Still awake.
How was it? Be honest.
Genuinely great. Genuinely great. So
Thank
I don't
you.
know that you succeeded in the magic part, but in the music part, you're actually good.
Thank you. As I said, I haven't done it since I was a kid. My mom was so insistent on studying the cello for some reason. Cello and dance class. I don't know why. Maybe she thought music is important.
Paid off. You're good.
It did. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. I'm surprised your parents didn't, force you to study music, piano.
Yeah, they weren't really around that much to insist on something like that. Busy. So it was mostly books.
They don't appreciate music?
No, not really. I don't think there's a practical application for it.
I mean, you don't need to have a practical application for music, but I feel like it's very important. And don't tell me you don't go to concerts or, plays, or you don't even have like a music player at home.
I mean, I've listened to music before, Edgar, but no, I've not been to a concert or plays. I know.
We are going to the opera this summer.
All right. Sounds good.
And go around the room, and there is, out of all the class, only one person who successfully plays Loomis's lullaby, other than Alice, whose partner falls into a deep sleep. Billy is out cold. Brett finishes his song. Stick James, well done! And everyone gives a big clap, and then Billy, huh? What's going on? And yeah, Brett would gain the spell sleep.
You gain a spell from that? Fuck, I would have used my lucky point.
You can only cast it ritually by playing music.
Oh, never mind.
I think that's where we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have a very special potions class. Well, actually, I think we'll do some roleplay before that, and then we'll have the potions class after.
Okay.
Round off the end of the session. All right, 10 minutes, guys. Hello. We're back. All
Hi.
right. Hi, Kat. Hi, Allie. Okay. So, our next little area here, we have our free periods. The end of day is coming. We have plenty of different things that you guys can get up to, as well as, if you wish, you can use your banked down times for extra rolls and things like that. I know some of you guys have those. So,
Well,
who would like to take it away first?
sorry, I had the website muted. I think I missed what you said.
Huh? Oh, I said that we're doing free periods.
Oh, okay. Well, you know where Edgar is going, therapy. So
All right. All
He's
right.
on that
Edgar
grind.
has his choice.
Okay.
Yep. So that's Edgar. It helps me if I know what everybody wants to do, because then I can kind of like plan out the scenes in a good order.
Mhm. I want to get. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I just say I want to spend more time with Magus. That's what I want.
Mm.
I want to know about the character.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. I want to spend more
Yeah.
time with Magnus too.
I
Wanna
feel
learn about-
lopsided. We gotta have the cameras on top.
Oh, Ali, hi.
Hi.
Lemon didn't even notice.
We've been relegated to second row citizens.
That's right. Tonight cameras on.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good to know. So we've got that and that. What about you, Will?
I think I'm going to start off by talking with. Oh, what's his butt? The being whose name is a forbidden spell.
Azref?
Yes, that's the one.
That's the one.
Gotcha.
And then probably going off to brew some potions.
Okay. Anne?
Mm, she will probably try and do some research in the library. Maybe on the stone or the acromantula, I think.
All right, you'll have to pick. The
Oh,
stone, you mean the standing stones or the
oh no,
seer stone? Or like what are you talking about?
the stone that was in the dungeons, the one that the acromantula are talking about. So maybe the acromantula.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably want to look into stone then.
Okay.
I think you'd get the sense that you're not going to find anything in the library. That you might have to go to the forbidden section.
Okay. All right. She'll
So
try
think
to
on
do that.
that about how you might get in or not. You might go
I'd,
to maybe who will help you.
I'd
Or
love
going
to help
alone.
here. Right.
I don't know what that. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting other little messages. I don't
Oh, you know what
understand.
those mean, Alex.
I don't know what you guys. Why are you sending me wolves?
That's
Pictures
a
of
husky.
I don't get
No,
it.
so the screenshot is my conversation with Kat.
Yeah, I know.
Obviously.
Oh, I'm sending the husky because I'm internally screaming, but I have to have a visual.
Got you. That makes more sense. There's just two huskies now. Anyway, all right, Edgar. You and Professor Bruce have been working hard on this garden. Finally, it's all done. You look onto your work. There is beautiful flowers that are sprung up in different places. There's the statues that have been put back together. Professor Bruce focused a lot on allowing you to imbue this place with your own expression, the kind of thing that you wanted to create, the kind of beauty you wanted to see. Uh, Away from the hedges in the garden, and the gazebo is the word I was looking for last time we were talking about this, in the center, there is a sort of hill, 2 hills, twin hills on either side. They're very, very small, and, they have nice manicured grass now. There's 2 half moon, half circular, windows that would look into the Hufflepuff, dormitory, but, they're, like, stained glass, so you can't actually see through them. And, there's, like, a bench at the edge of a great precipice. Professor Bruce is sitting on that bench. What do you finish work on out here? What are some of the things that you added to this?
Oof. Oh my god, this will take me too long. I'm too indecisive. Um, for Edgar, he really likes trees, so I'd say that he was working on probably growing a tree with a hollow thing, if that makes sense. He likes
Mhm.
nature.
Something that,
What
like,
else would
birds
he
can
like?
stay in and whatnot.
Yeah, why not?
Mhm.
You're putting me on the spot. I have no on the spot. I've no thoughts about this.
We
What
put up
else
tree
would he be
houses for
doing?
birds.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Actually,
Like, one of
little.
the trees out here has, like, a bunch of them that are hanging on all the branches, and y
That
it's
sounds
it's
nice, Alex.
it's attracted, like, so many birds from the forest to be out here.
Wait, because
The
my headphones came off. 1 second. Sorry.
Okay.
One moment. Sorry. I'm back. Sorry.
So, it's attracted many birds from the forest that had now frequent this place. It fills it with the music of these songbirds. Um, there's, like, little lights that you've been able to put up. You've used Veriverto to fix these iron Victorian, uh, like, street lights, basically, that surround the area. There's as the sun's going down, Professor Bruce is sitting there and watching it do so. All done, Coleman?
Yes, Professor. Just putting the final touches. You really know what you're doing. I didn't know you're so good at gardening.
You did nearly half of all of this. I just did the flowers and the statues and the walkways and the
See,
grass.
you did it a lot.
I like what you've done with it all, she says, turning around and looking at it. Mm. Sit with me, please.
Yeah, of course, Professor.
I always liked sunsets. It's like a transformation. Get to watch the entire valley change from one hue to another. Different animals are out at night. Different flora bloom in the darkness. The moon. Things are more visible that you can't see during the day because you're blinded by the light of the sun. Out here, unlike in Muggle London, you can see the Milky Way and that light pollution. Even we're so far north, actually, that certain times of the year you can see the northern lights. every now and again.
I know. It's a wonderful sight. I've only managed to see them once or twice.
The sun goes down completely. Darkness begins to creep up very quickly through the twilight, and the lights flicker on. She turns around. Oh, Edgar. Look at what you've been able to make. Both of us. We're able to achieve a hell of a lot more together than apart.
Do you really think so, Professor? On
I
our
know
first
so.
session?
I know
Well,
so. Last year, when I finished it, it wasn't this beautiful.
well, I'm glad I helped you make this the way it is. It's gorgeous. I've actually been bringing Ty here. I hope that's okay with you.
Fine by me. Ty's a cutie.
Oh,
I like that you find time away from him, though. So many students your age, they get far too close far too quickly and don't understand the kind of danger that can have. I support you. I do. I'm just some separation makes the heart grow fond.
I believe so as well. I think there needs to be a balance in the matters of heart. Give him some space, have my own space. You know how it goes, Professor.
I wonder what we'll make next year, she says, when all this is gone
Hmm.
again. You're not really sure what she's talking about.
Wait, what do you mean?
There's a reason why this place is blocked off.
I Wait, don't tell me you've been tending the garden every year and then it all gets destroyed.
It's cursed. Some annoying bastard came in here. I think he got slighted by his Hufflepuff boyfriend. He loved the gardens. He was in my year. No one's enjoyed it since. The start of the summer solstice. It all gets choked out. Weeds and vines. It's all gone.
That is insane.
You have a
But
while to
what
enjoy it, though.
but what is the point working on it if everything gets destroyed? All of our hard work will just be ruined. Why are you doing it every year?
Should we stop creating beauty simply because it will one day leave us?
When you put it that way. But I
Every
just
year I come here, and it is not easy, but I'm a stubborn bitch. I didn't like that guy. He was terrible to me, terrible to others. He went down a dark path. Ended up dying here on these grounds, fighting a nonsense fight. But his magic still remains his influence. So I come here, and I prove every year that despite what he did, this place and myself can change and transform. It is the nature of the world that things will leave us. It's what so many of us try to fight against. And every year I do something different so that I don't fall prey to it. People are scared of their own death, me included. We have to learn to accept it, to accept that our place in this world and the beauty that we create will one day be washed away. My God, it's going to be a great date location next semester.
Well, I've made a decision, Professor. I'll be joining you every year in creating this wonderful place until I graduate.
If you wish. I'm happy with
I
what
do.
you've done already.
I promise to continue our legacy. Even after I'm gone, I will manipulate some younger students to work on that.
That's not what you should be learning about our lessons here.
No.
What do you
In all
think
seriousness,
about death? How do you feel about it? Really?
well, I've only experienced it once. Well, obviously, I didn't mean that I died, but I've only known one person that ever passed away, my grandmother. And at first, it was horrible, painful. I didn't know what to do. I was lost. But the more we are talking, Professor, I realize that death isn't something that we should. How should I put this? Let it control us is a very good way. Or put us in a bath to make us want to control it. I think it can bring salvation. I know that my grandmother is happier now. She's had a very difficult last months while she was alive. And I need to learn how to let go when it comes for more people.
I think it's easier for us in one way. When I first came to Hogwarts, the ghosts gave me a lot of pause. I was vehemently atheist. My mother hated that. Now I'm still atheist, but it's different when you know there is something beyond it. And it just kind of confirms what I've always felt, but I've tried to ignore. Every year we die. We get older, things change. But the more I fall in love with life, the more I feel life growing within me. There has to be something beyond it. A new horizon to explore, new beauty to find. If we choose to stay in one place, just hold so tightly to what we have, we'll never get to see something new. And I think that's a travesty. I'm gonna probably head off. I have some things to mark, but feel proud. It normally takes me all the way up until the end of the year to get it like this. With your help, we have months to enjoy all of this.
Enjoy your evening, Professor.
You too, Coleman. She gives you like a little pat on the shoulder and walks past you. You heal your final corruption point.
3 gone. I am pure, baby.
You now gain a hidden feature.
Okay. Curious to see what that is.
You are now able to sense the corruption points of others
Oh.
and how many they have.
Oh.
Oh.
You are able to feel intrinsically those kinds of emotions, and you are you gain immunity to the surprise condition from any corrupted individual.
Damn. That's insane.
So if someone tries to attack you that has a corruption point from the shadows, you feel it. You feel their intent. There's a difference between never having been corrupted and those who, having felt that side, have turned back and have healed their connection to magic instead of burning it.
Perfect. Amazing. That sounds amazing. And I can sense the corruption of others. Okay. So now he knows how corrupted Anne and Darlis are. Okay, good to know.
Yup. So Anne, you know what? We'll go into that when we get into it. Once you start meeting people. But Anne, you're out at the library. Out looking for answers.
Yes.
How are you gonna make it into the forbidden
was
section?
hoping Janice might help me, maybe.
How many downtimes do you have?
With Janice?
Mhm.
3. I
Oh,
maxed them out with
lovely,
her.
lovely. Just get a
So,
reminder. Okay. You enter into the library and you can find she's sitting there at her usual spot, surrounded by her usual books, except there are now 4 versions of them all. She looks like she is working real hard, like she's in the zone.
mhm.
Mhm.
Anne will kind of sit across from her. Hey, you look busy.
Not right now, Harley. I'm trying to see if I can complete some of these before the end of first semester. If I can, then that means that next semester I can start working on 6th, and I can start requesting that I can do newts in 6th gear and finish it up early.
Oh, wow. That sounds incredibly important, but you don't want to burn yourself out. I mean,
No.
yeah.
Now is the time that I need to push.
If you push too much, though, I mean, you'll go right over the edge. You might want to take a break. Research something interesting.
What are you talking about?
I need a favor. And
I don't like it when you smile at me like that. She says.
I need a favor.
Can you say anything?
It's a cool project. And I just need to get a book out of the restricted section. And I know I'm a prefect, but you're like, top of class, maybe second highest.
I am also a prefect, she
Yes.
says.
But you have favor with Madam Pince even more than I do.
She doesn't break the rules for me. You would still have to input a 507 form. You have to
Mhm.
get multiple signatures, one from your head of house, one from an associated teacher for the subject that you're looking into, and
Mhm.
then one to, well, the headmistress. If you get approved, then you can go in.
Okay. There's no way that you would help me with that? You've requested books before.
Sure, and I haven't been approved all the time. There is quite a few things that I would definitely prefer to have not restricted. That would
Mm-hmm.
help me. But some of those more advanced concepts, fifth years like us can't go into. Like transmogrify. That one's a very, very interesting transfiguration spell, and I'm hoping to do my final thesis on it.
Mm-hmm. I'm not looking into anything like that. This is just a history book. Maybe you can just request it for me.
History book is restricted.
Well, I think it would be in a history. I'm not really sure where it would be, but I know it's probably not in Hogwarts of history.
Make a persuasion check.
Fuck. Okay.
So
Good
what
luck.
it is,
Good
like
luck.
Janice would outright refuse anybody else but somebody who has at
Yeah.
least 3 downtimes with her.
6.
Oof. Big oof. Second. And as much as I appreciate your little out of the box thinking, do the form. You might get approved. If you get approved, maybe in a few weeks you might be able to get it. Okay? Yeah? I have to get back to history of magic. Apparently, the number of buttons that General Podswith wore during the battle in the Giant Wars actually does matter.
Very important. It was key. Surprised you don't know that already. And she'll get up and I guess
Fuck
head
you,
out.
she says as you walk out. Talk to you at dinner?
Of course. Well, actually, no, because we're not allowed to under our new regime.
Damn it, she says. And that's fine. After dinner, then, she mutters as you walk off. If you're not gonna have Janice's help, I think you'll just have to do it yourself.
Okay. She'll go find the
You have,
fucking form.
you're gonna do the form? You're not gonna try to break in?
Oh.
You
You
have
know
2
what? Fuck it.
options here. You can try to break in,
Yeah.
which will require some checks on your side, or you can try to do the form, except it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
You can try to expedite it all by taking the form specifically to each person yourself instead of letting it go through the mail system. But you have to persuade 3 individual people.
Yeah, that's not going to go well. Yeah, she'll break in. She'll
Fuck
break in.
yeah!
Thing. She'll do it.
All
Okay.
right. Alice, did you say you wanted to help or something? No, it was Edgar who wanted to help, but he was
Yeah,
doing
I
something.
have a pass, so I could help you, but
You don't have a pass. That's
I
not
have
how it
for
works.
Professor Bubbling.
Yeah, for a specific. So it's a one-time pass, dude,
I haven't
on a
used it.
specific topic.
Okay.
That's why most people just break in. There's a whole
That's why I break
bureaucracy to
in.
go through it. Alice, what were you doing again?
I'm talking to Magnus.
Right.
God.
Okay.
I need to give him a piece of my mind about this locking down thing with the lunches
Mm-hmm.
and breakfasts and dinners and whatever.
One moment.
You can tell
Okay,
Magnus
Anne.
had no friends. That's why he.
How do you want to go about this? So I'll tell you where it is. So
Okay.
the library, of course, is a multi-leveled library. There's a
Mhm.
second floor that overlooks the first. 2 spiral staircases go to the second floor. Madame Pince's desk is way up, second floor, right in the middle, overlooking everything like some kind of overseer. It's a half moon one big. She often stays up there working on her stuff. There's lots of people moving around. And behind her desk is a heavy, large door. It has it's both like wood and iron with like iron rivets to it, that old medieval castle door. And yeah.
Okay, so she has attempted Pedicilli Pellis successfully,
Mm-hmm.
which she might use here. And then she's got, I assume the door has some sort of magical lock, so she will, Partis Temporis might be helpful. So honestly,
Partis Temporis gets you through magical barriers.
oh, crap. Okay. So I guess
Partis temporis is never the answer.
never the answer.
It's not true. It was the answer in the group tournament.
Okay.
It's never the answer.
It just doesn't get you through walls.
She's gonna set a fire in a really far corner of the library and try and turn invisible and open the door, I guess.
You're setting a fire.
Yeah. I don't want to get Madame Pince's
Oh
attention.
boy, I'm really glad that Janice doesn't know you're doing this.
She had the opportunity to avoid this, and
This is your fault.
it is her fault. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's what she'll do. She'll just start a fire.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's not that hard. You're a wizard. Incendio, right? We'll start a fire.
Mhm.
And so try Pill City Palace.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Em would try this before she sets the fire, just in case it doesn't work. But you never know.
It's actually, you can't cast spells while you're Pill City Palace, so you have to do it after.
Okay, great. So, moment of truth. Success.
All right.
24. Okay.
Make me a stealth check at advantage for being invisible.
Come on. Stealth check. Oh God! Luckily for advantage. Fuck. 11.
Oh boy.
Roll it again.
Boy.
Roll it again.
Okay.
Inspiration.
Thank you. 18.
Significantly better.
Significantly better.
Okay, so I rolled Madame Pince's perception check at disadvantage because there's a distraction. I got in that one.
Oh, thank God.
Very lucky. So, some small off corner of the room, you're able to find like a little place with like beanbag chairs that people like to frequent, and there's no one out here right now. Well, you send off a flame down to the ground and it starts to burn up the side of the windows. Smoke is beginning to billow. You get out there, Hello City Palace. You tap the top of your head and you can feel like an egg yolk goes down you and you become entirely invisible in a moment. Is this how Will feels? You go running up toward the second floor and stay nearby Madame Pince's desk. You wait for a moment and a moment longer, and then you can hear someone go, Madame Pince! Madame Pince! The people are yelling, coming up toward her. Volume! This is a library! She says back down toward him. Fire! Fire! A fire? Video! You imbecile! She goes down.
Oh,
She definitely gets up from her desk and goes down to go handle it. And while that's happening, you're able to sneak off toward the door. Now, the more you move, the more like visible you are. So you try to stay like kind of quiet, not moving too much, and you're just kind of like the shimmer in front of the door for a moment. It's not perfect, and yeah, you go to try to open it. Click, click. Yeah, definitely locked.
okay.
If you cast, you go to pull out your wand. Wait, if you cast Alohomora, you turn visible again. What would you like to do? If you need a hint, you can make an investigation check.
Yeah. She'll make an that seems correct. 23.
Okay. So, Mike, how long have you been in horny jail?
Since mid last session.
I'm taking you out. So you are. Damn it, another yawn. You're like desperately thinking, shit, what do I do? What do I do? I didn't think this through enough. Wait, if the door's locked, it's not like they cast Alohomora every time that they open it. There's
Key.
keys.
Yeah.
Of course there's a key. Madame Pince's desk is empty right now. There's no one at it.
Okay. She will look in the drawers, closest where there might be keys.
Make another investigation check.
10.
All right.
Roll that against
That's a
subscriber.
natural 1, too.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Did you say a subscriber, Mike?
Yep, roll again.
Thank you. 23. Thank you,
Good job,
guys.
Mike. Man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And you look through the drawers down here. Oh no. You open up one. Oh, what the hell? You can see there is a sketch of Argus Filch.
Okay.
And
All
there's
right.
little like hearts around it. And it says Argus Paints. Argus Pins. All over the page. Nope. You shut that. You keep going. And eventually you're able to find on the top left-hand drawer a big ring of keys. We're talking like 30 of them.
Okay.
Pull that out, stick it in your pocket. And like you can hear the fire going on. The smoke is really clearing out. There you can hear her be like, "Evacuate from the library! Evacuate!" Sonorous. You gotta act quick. How long does the visibility last?
That's a great question. Such a great question. Up to an hour.
Lovely.
Okay.
So, you come back and you start trying out keys, and then you can hear Professor Madame Pince coming up the stairs toward her quite quickly because she's trying to grab something from her side. This requires my wand. So you can see the wand was left on her desk. Crap. Roll me a straight D20 for your luck in getting the right key.
Okay. All right.
Try
two.
Key. She comes up and you press yourself against the wall, trying not to make any sound and try not to move. And she comes up there to go grab her wand. She gets to make a perception check, and you make another stealth check at advantage.
Okay. God damn it. This is why you never go with your first thought. Okay. An 8.
Well, let's see. That is a 5.
She's so distracted by that damn fire.
Not my damn rune section, she says, like grabbing her wand from the thing and running back down. Janice, help me! She's gone. Okay, and you keep going. Click. Yes, you get the right key. You're able to click open the door and head inside.
Okay. Jesus.
It smells very smoky. You find
Well.
yourself in the forbidden section. It's darkened here. There's a bit of light from the setting sun. Kind of I guess more twilight because the sun sets on the other side of the castle, so it's kind of just like the last twilight. That's filtering in through barred windows. There is rows and rows of oddly shaped bookcases marked with runes for their sections always seem to move. Since last you might have been in here, and you try to get to work. Roll for me an investigation check to try to find what you're looking for.
Okay. 17.
Okay. It takes you a long time. Another 45 minutes pass as you're looking through books. Luckily, she doesn't come back in here. No one really does very often. And, second. Oh, yeah. Okay. Your invisibility ends, but there's no one in here. And looking through, trying to find what you're looking for, you do find something odd. You see a little place by the window. It's a little alcove with a desk, and there's some books that someone left back here. This place is not highly frequented. So whoever was in here, they were doing their own research, and it has been left open.
She'll go over and look at what they were working on.
Now, I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to try to give you something new. If you already have it, let me know, and I'll give you something better. Because I
Okay.
want it to be a new thing. Have you heard of Inanimatus Centus?
Let me check. Doesn't ring a bell.
Okay. Well, I'll go through it.
Mm-mm.
You look down here and you see discussions at the time. Very, very old. They're written on scrolls about such a spell in Animatus Centus. And then you see the fucking marking on it, and it says Salazar Slytherin.
Okay.
He wrote this one. Our work is coming along nicely. The first few attempts have unfortunately not gone the way that we foreseen. Even when we thought we had accomplished our final goal, it was not enough. The entity cannot be controlled. Oh, goodbye, cat. The entity cannot be controlled. That is our issue here. Creating only a half soul will not do. Fourth dimensional constants are, by their very nature, immortal. They, having been created from nothing, will subsist into everything. To create one of your own would make one a god. Which is why I hope that we can accomplish our little thing. There's been an idea floating around. We're thinking that if we bring up enough powerful magical artifacts, that we may be able to account for the cost of a soul. Something, not just one, like we've tried in the past, but 4, he says. 4, I think, should do. One for the 4 major schools of magic. Already, Helga is headed off toward Russia by now. I hope that she is successful in procuring that which she seeks. I myself am currently speaking with Morgana. I don't think she's going to be coming around much to the idea. She will. or her sister. Easy to put somebody in a position to make a future when their future is ending. And that's all you get from it
Okay.
in Adamatus Centis. They were trying to make a soul. The 4 founders.
Interesting. There's 4 artifacts, not 1. Okay. Awesome.
You remember Azreth? I'm pretty sure I said it, and I hope pretty sure I did.
Okay.
Castle is alive.
Oh,
They succeeded.
wow. Interesting.
It wasn't just being facetious. It was being literal. This castle is alive, and it has a soul that was created by the 4 founders.
It's kind of horrifying.
If
Interesting.
these powerful magical objects help them to make it,
Oh,
it's like organs for a being much more incomprehensible than just a person. These relics are a part of the castle. That's why things go haywire.
when you remove it.
They always
Interesting.
talked about in their second year when you weren't here, the dungeons had collapsed inward on one another. The thing that was holding the castle together was breaking apart. They found that relic through a broken door initially. From all the evidence that you've gathered here and the research that you continue to do on the topic, it indicates that that relic's already gone. Castle's not operating as it should.
That's good.
A while back, I hope I didn't forget, did we have the issue with the food?
Yes. Yep. And we went to the Room of Runes
Mm-hmm.
and saw they were,
Fucked up.
yes.
Not only that, but third year, Acromantula.
Hmm.
What was keeping them out? Hogwarts wards, up to a 15-kilometer radius, Professor Dildero said. I don't think spiders can cast Partus Temporis or Confundus charms. So who did?
But it's not necessarily that someone's casting something. It's that
The wards
one
are
of the,
breaking.
yeah,
They're
one of
raining.
the artifacts has been stolen, basically.
Mhm. And the whole system is collapsing.
It's not good. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Is there any indication on the desk of whose research this is?
Mike said, so even the spiders couldn't make Partus Temporis useful. It's a niche spell, okay? So you were asking if there's any indication as to who?
Yeah. Like a handwriting or something.
Make another investigation check.
Oh man. 21.
Okay. There is no notes that are left by the individual. However, there's a thin layer of dust on this book. it has laid here for a while. Just hasn't been touched. There's not many people who frequent in here. Whoever was in here was researching this topic and then abandoned it.
Yeah.
Out the
Okay.
window, you can see top of the dome that holds in the death root.
Okay.
You can see it pressing up against the glass from in here. Whoever would have been here would have been able to see down into the greenhouses.
Okay. All right. And has her. So Professor Gildro, basically. Probably.
Possible. Was this what he was doing before going down? It's a long shot. But who would leave and then not return to put the books back?
Right. And we found all that stuff in his office about this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Is it Greenhouse 10 that he would have a view to?
Yep, those greenhouses.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. And we'll get out of here.
All right. Found out some shit.
She did. Very useful.
Will, what are you doing again?
I'm going to work on
You're
my
so
flight
quiet.
potion. Sorry. I'm going to work on my flight potion. Probably work on the witch's ganglion. Upkeep on that. And do we have one free period plus the number we had banked, or do we have just the number we had banked?
1+.
All right. Then maybe a little more witch's ganglion. So 2 of that, and that leaves 1 left.
You got a spike Professor Slughorn's drink, don't you?
Yes. So I'm going to go and manipulate Slughorn.
Lovely. I'll get some. How far are you on the flight potion? Yeah, like
1 success.
Okay. And that one was a magical creatures check, I think, that you succeeded on.
Yep.
Make a herbology check.
Herbo the foul.
Oh boy, I am hungry.
$24.
Okay, that's a success, second success, and then we'll do the potion making check. That one should be a guaranteed success, practically.
Nat 20.
All right. All right. You gain your prototype flying potion.
My PFP.
What's that? You're flying potion twice, and then what was the other one that wasn't Slughorn?
Witch's ganglion.
Right,
Upkeep.
you're doing that twice, right?
Yep.
So make 2 herbology checks.
The first one is a 20. And the second one's a 31.
I like to think these kind of like account for over time you've been working on this, taking care of it. And so now, Will, as you return back into your little place that what's his butt gave you, Longbottom gave you, you can see something surprising. You like set down your bags and then, oh my gosh, you come over and can see the start of a little red bulbous fruit coming off of your tree. Your hard work has paid off.
Oh, thank God. Oh, God. It's working.
and you may gain 1 rare potion ingredient.
1 what? You
Rare potion ingredient. So
Okay.
these kinds of ingredients are needed to make like amazing potions, legendary potions. You need things like this.
Yep.
Who's that? Little dog?
Hi.
Not a little dog. He's an
Yes,
Irish
big boy.
wolfhound.
Oh, Irish wolfhound. Can we see him?
Can you see Buck? There's Buck.
Hello. Oh,
Yeah, he's one
I
who really
love
cute.
Irish wolfhounds.
Yeah, he's my husband. I have my little evil dog. She's a Jack Russell next to me too.
I had Russell when I was little. I got him for my 9th birthday, and he
Aw.
lived for 14 years.
Yeah, I want her to live forever.
Is he a? Sorry, is she a long hair? Or, sorry, is he a guy or a
She's-
girl?
It's
She.
Buck is a boy and Casey's a girl. She's a Whippet mix, so she's short hair. She's got
A whippet, Max.
a Whippet Jack Russell mix, so she's
I can't
more
imagine that.
she's uh, she's all snuggled in. Otherwise, I would pull her out. But she's interesting looking. I rescued her. She's a good
I
girl.
had a purebred, short leg Jack Russell Terrier, short hair. He was a menace. He never calmed down. Even when he got older and he calmed down a bit, he was still like people would like knock at the door and he would just go ballistic. And there was nothing we could do to get him to stop. Absolutely nothing.
Yep, that sounds familiar. Then she'll start the big one.
Okay. So congratulations there, Will. And if you can make more herbology checks to get more witch's ganglion fruit down the line.
Oh yeah, definitely going back to my lovely little witch's ganglion tree.
And right now, tomorrow is the Tri-Slug Games, the start of it all. So, you heading off to the 7th floor?
Yeah. Well, 7th floor is where I'll find
His office is.
Yes.
You head down to at the very end here and take a turn. Ugh. Tapestry of Barnabas the Barmy. You can see the guy who tried to teach trolls how to play ballet.
How to do the ballet, yep.
Yeah. See them in the little tutus, and it's like, ooh. You walk past that.
Better than that bullshit about the buttons.
You walk past that and then over toward Professor Slughorn's office. An old cast iron door with a little shutter on it. Very nice. You take a deep breath. Kind of like fiddle with a vial in your pocket. Knock, knock, knock. Who is it?
Oh, Professor, it's me.
Oh, big and well. I'll be right there, Vic. Give me a minute. You can hear him muted from the other side of the door. You hear this odd noise.
Just look a little perplexed. Like, what's he doing in there?
A minute or two later, the door opens. Sorry about that. I was in the middle of a spa treatment, making a spa.
Yeah, I was literally thinking that he was doing something spa related in my head.
Yeah. Something the matter?
Oh, I was just curious about
He's wearing
medicinal
like a bathrobe.
Medicinal herbs of
Hands
the
on.
Highland Peak.
Might be best to talk to Miss Longbottom about all that.
Oh no, I mean in terms of potion making, like what sort of like good medicines you make.
Sounds like the time is kind of late, Mr. Wiggenweld. Don't you have
Well,
curfew
Professor,
coming up soon?
I do have a bit of juicy gossip I could share with you in exchange for your information.
Mr. Wiggenweld, if you just want to come in, just say so, he says. And he kind of opens the door. I feel like at this point we should be close enough for that. Be regaled. I'm trying to make a hot tub in the back, he says. And like there's like this I don't know. It's kind of like a build your own hot tub. He's got like a panel off on the side. When from a Nordic spa section I had shipped into the school at the start of the year. It's been giving me a hell of an issue. I might need to find a tinkerer, somebody better than I.
Do I see any open alcohol beverages? Like a glass of wine or something.
Make a perception check.
$16.
You can see a bottle has been taken down over toward his little tiny bar, and he does have Ogden's Best Fire Whiskey sitting there, but it is unopened.
Shit.
Can I offer you a drink? I mean, you're not 17 yet, are you?
Oh, no, sir. I just turned 17 recently.
He's going to make a quick history magic check. Okay, make a deception check. He failed that. So he doesn't know outright.
5.
Very funny, Mr. Wiggenweld.
No, lucky.
Okay.
A 16.
Insight. He's very good at insight. Very funny, Mr. Wiggenweld.
Oh, shucks, Professor. I figured, Well, you feel free to enjoy. I have some butterbeer of my own.
At the end of the day, it's not my mind that's failing me. My body. Take better care of it. Mark that. Will. Actually, he would say Billiam, because isn't that your... No, it's not Billiam. Bill.
It is
Billy.
William.
Bill. It is William. William, mark this. Looking after one's own health is the greatest gift one can give to themselves.
Of course, Professor. He's busy opening up the bottle of wine, by the way.
I wouldn't, because he can see you.
Yeah, no, I'm doing it on purpose. I'm like, let me pour you a glass of wine, sir.
That wouldn't be proper.
It'll make the aches go away.
How would you know? He says, looking you up and down.
Isn't alcohol a potion of its own?
Actually, I have a friend who owns a brewery. That one, because you're opening up a wine casket, comes from all the way in France. He owns a whole vineyard. You stomp it down, all the berries and everything. Every year tastes slightly different.
With no magic?
Do it by hand, the muggle way. Makes the best kind. You add magic into it, and it all gets too metallic, too bitter.
Well, that's. I suppose that's fair. Certain things you just can't do quite as well with magic.
Dragon dung does not help, he says, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can pour him a glass. Make a sleight of hand check.
No, I don't think I'll have to. Because I'm going to motion as though to disrobe.
What?
To join him in the spa.
What are you talking about? Okay. I just think that sentence didn't come out right.
So Will is
You're
going to
like,
begin
"Yeah."
like shrugging out of his robe. Mind if I join you in the spa, sir?
It's not ready. It's been broken. Do you know a good tinkerer?
He's his Will's robe, it just drops off his shoulders.
Do you know a good tinkerer?
He's still looking in my direction.
Oh, like he'll look off. Well, I mean, you have a shirt on underneath.
Damn it.
And plus,
I'm
if you
trying to
did,
use
he'd
his
be
expert.
like,
I'm trying to get him to be like, holy
"Oh,
shit,
you're
and
trying
look
to."
away.
No, I think you're gonna have to do a sleight of hand check, dude.
All right.
Mhm.
Oh no, actually, I am still willing to do a sleight of hand check, but I'm gonna try to give myself some sort of benefit. But I'm gonna point to something that will make him turn, and I will say, I haven't noticed that piece, Professor. Did you get something new for your office?
Does have a lot of things and he loves talking about them. Yeah, I don't think that's very hard. He will turn away. Absolutely.
Okay.
So you have advantage on the check.
So say I only got a +2, so 13.
You are so fucking lucky, dude. I rolled a 2.
Oh, yes. He loves talking about
So
his
lucky.
shit.
You know what that equals? 12.
Oh no. Plus,
You got one more than he did.
oh god.
You drop down that vial into it and offer one over toward him. As for you, he says, after talking about his thing, he like swaps out the glass you've poured yourself, and he will hand you like sparkling apple cider or something.
Oh, brilliant, sir.
To friends.
To many fine discoveries now and in the future.
Ting. All right. And the moment he drinks, my goodness, that is a good brew. He's just looking back down toward it, like smells it for a minute. Wait a minute. You're dealing with the Mycerunk, my friend. Did he put something in this?
Oh, he shouldn't be able to detect that there's a potion unless he's got some
Oh,
sort of
do
extremely
you have
special ability.
do you
Because
have a
I
meta
have the meta
potion?
potion. Yeah.
Which is it?
I definitely would have done the one that makes it tasteless.
Lovely. That will fix his very good senses for potions. So.
I was already planning for tomorrow. I'm like,
Very
maybe I'll
good
also
brew.
give him a water bottle tomorrow with like strengthening solution in it.
He turns around and like kind of scratches his head. Why don't you come take a look at this? And you can see as he's scratching the back of his head, little much of like the white hairs on the back of his head begin to change color to a darker hue. How many years does he gain?
1d4.
Yeah.
So unless it's more better the older you are, I don't know. But
you got a nat
actually,
20, didn't you? On the final check there?
Well, that was for the flight potion. I think I still got like a 32 or something on the other one. So it's
either way, it is a
exceptional,
D4 because I mean this isn't an eternal youth potion. And yeah, he gets a little bit of color back. He feels a little bit stronger. He's got a few more years left in him. Right. Potions class the next night.
Well, I don't get to talk
Oh.
to.
Yeah, who cares about Cat? Fuck Cat.
I'm not here.
No free
Thank
period
you.
for you.
No free period for you. Thank you for reminding me. You know me, goldfish memory. Alice, you're heading off to Magnus in his office. Yeah. We might not do potions. Interesting.
Oh,
No, it's later in the day, right? You guys meet up in the morning.
mhm.
I think you head off to his office. You can see a little mark on it that says, like, out at the headmistress's office. Oh, damn it. You have to go up all the flights of
Go all the
stairs
way up the stairs.
toward the top of the Ravenclaw Tower. And by the time you get there, you get to the headmistress's office. The stairs are already open, so you can step up, and looking up toward you, "Oh, can I help you with something?" You can see Miss Danica Black. I don't know if we've ever met her in this game before.
I don't believe so. If Edgar, you were saying something, we can't hear you.
Oh, we met here. She was talking about Dildero when we had transfer
Oh, right.
student that he was assigned to.
So, yeah, Danica looks up. "Can I help you with anything?" She says behind her little desk.
Mr. Gideon, he was here. I'm just gonna wait for him.
"Oh, yeah, he's just in the meeting right now," she says. They should only be a minute."
Sure. I'll just find a seat and sit down and wait.
"You do not have the authority. I'm not just going to sit here and let you trance all over this sacred institution." He's getting yelled at right now.
Reamed out, yeah.
Mhm. And you can hear his voice, but because his voice is lower pitched voices don't go through
They don't carry as much.
walls as well. So you can hear that kind of like very calm demeanor that he always has. So he's not yelling at her.
Mhm.
And you wait there for a little while. Make a perception check. You're still over here.
Sure. $11.
Okay. You are not able to hear the contents of the full argument. You just get the kind of base idea of what it was about. "Out! Out immediately!" You can hear muffled. "As you wish, headmistress." The door creaks open. "Thank you, Miss Black." Certainly, anytime." "Alice,
Hi.
you in trouble?"
No, I was waiting for you. I was gonna have a conversation about what's going on. That's all right.
Been a bit of a rough morning. Been a bit of a rough night. You can follow me if you'd like.
Sure.
I think you have curfew in 45 minutes. I'm sure you'll be able to go to.
I can get back.
Oh, no, I escort you.
All right.
It's yelling now. It's
Sounds like
fun having the
this
camera
fucking
on.
guy.
Because
This
I can see her
fucking
go,
guy.
"Oh my gosh, I hate him." Don't get rid of it. It's lovely. It's wonderful. Please. One of my games, I have everybody has the camera on. I think it's a game that Lemon's in, and it's so much fun seeing them go like, "Oh, fucking asshole." "Oh, Gemma." It's great.
Yeah. Sorry. I didn't mean to distract.
You were saying, Lemon, you're muted.
I keep forgetting I'm muted. Gemma is amazing. We love her. I will die on this hill. I
Out
don't
of
care.
character. Okay. Alice, you and him walk back together. Let me guess. You're not much of a fan of our newest ordinances.
Of course not.
Hmm.
Like, what are you doing here? Like, I get it. You're here to regulate everything, and you want it to be safe. But you're just making it more dangerous. You're isolating the houses, which is just going to end up having another thing, just like the Wizarding War. Why are we doing this?
I hear your frustration. And if I can trust you, I'll offer a bit of transparency. Can I trust you?
I would like to know why.
I'm pushing buttons. You must have heard that little meeting.
I heard yelling.
The headmistress is not well. She's been here for a very, very long time. She's so stretched out thin. It's having an effect on her ability to think rationally. I wanted to see what kind of mental state she was in. She doesn't much like the separation between houses, and we can disagree on that just fine, but this ordinance was meant to rile her up. See how she would act, if it would be rational or irrational.
So you're playing a game with the headmistress, and we're gonna be the fallout.
No, no, no. I'll put the ordinance right back once I'm done, probably this evening, he says.
Good.
In fact, actually, it wasn't exactly an ordinance. It was just a little thing over the PA system.
Really? You're just
Did you see a
gonna
student actually get in trouble for it? I saw Mr. Anderson heading over toward the Slytherin table. I didn't say anything. I also saw, forget her name, but I also saw Miss Anastasia heading over toward the Gryffindor table. Did I get her in trouble?
no.
Everyone thinks I'm playing one game. I'm playing an entirely other. This school has been dangerous for a long time. Students have gotten hurt over the years, some even killed. I want to put an end to that. But there are people like her, people who have good meaning, but are not thinking clearly anymore. They don't see the kind of danger that they themselves are complicit in. I'm here to assess and report back. I am doing stress tests, like I did with Mr. Milne, and he passed with flying colors. Your headmistress, not so much. I think Albus's death took a great toll on her. What do you think we do every morning? Why do you think that we train our body hard? Go on our runs?
To be ready for when things go wrong.
No. Sure, in the long run. But in the short term, it's like a muscle. You have to break it down first. Hardship is the only way that things grow. I give hardship. I see how the muscle reacts. If it snaps, let's replace it. Shouldn't be there in that position anyway. Looks like we're here. Never been in Gryffindor Tower? Is it cozy?
What house were you in?
What do you think?
There's two options, but you seem more green than blue.
Seems like you still have a lot to learn about me. I was Ravenclaw.
Well, that was my second option.
Slytherins have a strength. Their strength is in their cunning, their ambition. My ambition has always been to see the betterment of our people, to see a new future, one free from the fears of the past. Do you speak much to my son?
Sometimes, yeah. He's not the closest friend I have, but he is a friend.
He dislikes me quite a bit.
He's afraid of you. I think it's a better way to put it.
When he was young, I had to be his warden. He couldn't understand the war, everything that was happening around us.
You don't
I had
have
to
to tell
keep him.
me. You don't have to tell me about that. I know firsthand
Came along
from
with,
both sides.
sorry, he says.
It's fine. We're hopefully past that. That's why we need to have this dialogue between houses. We don't have another Death Eater collection in a house that doesn't talk to anyone.
It was just for the week. All right? If you have such a big issue with it, I'll rescind it tomorrow.
Please.
Served its purpose. And race, it stays between us.
Sure.
He nods and leaves. Every time that you're upset with this guy, he confounds you.
It's got like judo
He's-
throw with like, because I come in angry and he's like calm, and it's like you can't be more angry because that would just make it worse.
Mhm. He's stoic. In the proper sense. I think there might be a part of you that admires his amount of control, seeing as you're a bit of a hothead.
Yeah.
And a lack of control has gotten you in issues before. All right. I think that's what we'll end tonight's episode.
Potions next week, then.
Oceans next week, and maybe some necropolis or something like that. I think it would be good to talk about what we intend to do.
Yeah.
Where's our intention? I need to know what to prep.
Probably Necropolis. Probably. By the way, I noticed I had one free period punch. Can I carry that over the next session?
Totally.
Because I forgot about it.
Are we thinking necropolis? Are we gonna go with Azrest plan and find the veil?
I
Find
think
the
that's
source.
what we're doing.
All right.
But we
It's
need
not
to
going to be
recruit people
easy.
first.
You want to bring friends.
We are.
You
We are going to
wanna bring
recruit next next session.
Probably pitch it to them.
Well, Ty would be like, "Fuck yeah! I want to go into the
Yeah,
necropolis. Dark wizards, they're my
absolutely.
favorite."
I was trying to talk to him today, but I had to heal myself first. You know, therapy.
Might be good to talk to
Edgar's gonna
Azrath.
roll
as
up
well.
on Alice and just be immediately like, "Oh God," because now he can sense corruption, and she's at 6.
What does that mean in character? Like when you say like sense corruption, what would that be like in character?
Oh, right, and gain a point of corruption for starting for arson.
Breaking in, yeah.
Oh,
arson.
okay. For arson.
For arson.
I was gonna be like, for bullying Gemma, that's not fair.
No, for arson.
Mhm. Is that your
And
first?
one
That your
for
second?
bullying
How many do you have?
That would be her 5th, actually.
Yeah,
Damn.
it is
I
insane.
think you get a mild effect. I have to double check this.
Yes, you get a mild effect at 5.
Fun.
Is it a fun effect?
No.
No,
Oh.
mine's reckless. I have people attacking me have advantage the first round.
Oh no.
So I'll find it for you. So yeah, at 5, that's when you gain your mild effect. There are 6 mild effects: hoarder, compulsive, cough, reckless, scent of decay, mildly phobic.
Scent of decay.
No, fuck no. I don't know. Compulsive or what was
Compulsive. I'll tell you what compulsive does. You begin to exhibit a mild compulsive ritual, likely associated with some fear. This can manifest as quadruple checking locks, defensive measures, inspecting behind curtains, doors, and bushes for hidden attackers, or refusing to consume anything until you can get a small animal to taste it for poison. For example, you take 1.5 times as long to complete a short rest. So at the end of the day, since we don't often do short rests, we might in the necropolis, then this means that you can just kind of take that as you will and make it like an RP thing.
Okay. Yeah,
I think
that seems
compulsive is a good one.
So you're paranoid essentially.
yeah.
Well, it doesn't have to be paranoia. It can actually be like a sort of little OCD thing, something, or it can be like, you do like a hand motion often. It's just sort of this nervous tick that you have.
Yeah. Anne seems like the type to get a nervous tick, so that will be hers.
I just rolled for my sessionly potion making check for the free potion for strengthening solution.
All right.
What's
And?
a 26 get me on a strengthening solution?
Exceptional.
All right, what's an exceptional strengthening solution do?
It increases the duration.
Okay.
If it's an hour, I think it becomes 4 hours.
Actually, no, I might switch this to Vitamix if that's all right, because I'm pretty sure I brewed strengthening solution literally last session and got that I think I got the superior because it's a 23 instead of a 21.
I think you did. No. Huh? What?
I think
You get
well, yeah,
superior on a natural 20 or 30.
Yeah.
Either way, sure.
No. I think what I'm saying is like last session, I think I brewed strengthening solution.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did too.
I did well enough to get like the extra boost because then I'm like, can I spray it on a bunch of people? And you're like, you can, but it gets diluted. And I was like, no, boo. Do you mind if I make this Vitamix instead?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, thank you.
All right. Bye-bye, stream.
Bye, stream.